Hello everybody. I hope the audio works. The music is to your liking. I am shiny once again. So yeah, maybe a little bit overlighted, but I'm pale as a vampire. So that's something. We'll be getting the last 2 minutes of ad breaks out of the way, and then I think we rejoin our MTG Arena Magic from Scratch series. So look forward to that. Other than that, not all of the people on Twitch get all of the 3 minutes of ads. So if you're in chat, if you join me on our journey once more, just say hi in chat. I normally have multi-chat enabled. Not sure if OBS shows me everything. So if you're on the YouTubes and don't see me responding right away, definitely let me know. Maybe on Twitch too. I have Twitch chat enabled, I think, for everyone who has a Twitch account. Might disable it and just give everyone the chance to join us. Yeah, but other than that, last 80 seconds of ad break for some of you, and then I think we can go and have some fun in drafties. So that will be awesome for today. Other than that, I hope you had an awesome week so far. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, definitely let me know in the comments how you think the ones might be improved, or if you like them, leave me a little bit of feedback. Other than that, we're definitely having a lot of fun today. I'm still debating with myself if I want to grind out OM1 paths before Avatar goes online next week. But I think we have many lanes to choose today. I'm having a little glint at my arena account, and we have a juicy 750 reward, so we can do everything we want. For whatever reason, I was yesterday a little bit too stupid and grinded out the rest of my win for 500 gold reward. And lost 250 gems. 250 gold. But yeah, stupidity happens if you pack your pet decks. Pack your pet decks. Sometimes it's not too nice to Gucci. But yeah, it is what it is. Oy vey. So, last 5 seconds. Stream or start though. Here we go. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you had not too much ads. As you know, we are normally an ad-free channel, so pre-rolls are off for another awesome 60 minutes. If you want to get complete ad-free experience, consider maybe subscribing. Unfortunately, I don't have too many good emotes for you right now. Only the cream de la cream from Twitch's default default emotes. Nonetheless, it's never required, and we try to keep the channel ad-free for eternity. So there are only 3 minutes of ads every 60 minutes, which is also good for you because you can take a break, maybe touch some grass, or just get yourself something nice to drink or to eat. Other than that, what did we do in the last stream? Had a little bit of limited madness with the Midweek Magic event, so paths still quite fun to draft, although a little bit stale. And other than that, I think we did a little bit of zero budget the brawl with Corneo's Horizon Splicer. Had some really awesome time with exiling the opponent stuff in dozens and dozens. Did not play too much control, but a little bit more of wombo combo. So I think being the answer for every permanent that the opponent throws at the board, Cornelius is kind of fun. So big shoutouts to Spider-Man. You might not like the flavor, but sheesh. I personally like the power level of the cards. So, but we will be going back to the limited madness, that's for sure. Today will be a draft day. Other than that, few battles are coming up this weekend, so yep, get the starting soon out of the way. And maybe do some YouTube videos at the same time too, because I've been rather lazy. But now I finally got a little bit more time for ourselves, so that's awesome. So yeah, by the way, for everyone who does not know, viewer battles are on Saturday and on Sunday from 12 PM until I get tired, which is normally 4 to 6 hours into the stream, so we have a lot of time to have some awesome games. The VODs will be live on the YouTube, so if you want to showcase your deck, Saturday and Sunday is your chance to shine in the limelight and also to gain some awesome VIP slots in my Twitch chat. So that's really nice. Will be in conjunction with some giveaways in the future. But I still have to make the specifics out for that one. Other than that, let's go into the juicy parts of MTGA once more. Full screen should be enabled. If you don't see untap.gg, let me know. I have it enabled as a Twitch extension, and I also have it as a auto start program on my computer, so it should work. Other than that, we got 2 options today. Midweek Magic, if you did not grind out your gold rewards and your wildcards, definitely have a look at that. Getting at least 2 rares and mythic wildcards is kinda nice. I drafted an awesome villains deck the last time, so I think OM1 is quite lenient. If you see the line, especially in bot draft, you can just draft a lot of madness and good stuff. Other than that, we'll be going in Kamigawa Neo Dynasty. Might be a good warm-up session for you all to prepare for the Arena Direct event if you are into something like that. I will not splurge golden gems. I want to keep all the good stuff for the avatar set. But if you are into paper product, definitely check it out. This is your chance to shine on Arena too. I hope the connection works quite well, because I'm only seeing a little bit of the viewer count, and it goes up and it goes down and makes me a little bit nervous. But it should not be a problem, because the bots are quite clean and simple. So what we will do is have a look at our packs, maybe do some pack 1 pick ones, but I think we slow roll them for some time where we have to wait. Other than that, I think I will definitely start at least 1 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty drafty today. And might go into for the OM1 depending on my mood, because I think OM1 is easy and cheap to draft. Neon Dynasty is still kinda nice. So everybody, welcome back to another episode of Limited Madness, where we break Arena's juiciest formats in Premier Draft and Sealed. And this time we've got some really nice one for you. As you can see, Powered Cube is still online. Phantom Bot midweek event also for free if you want to join it. Other than that, we got a nice blast from the past, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, which is really fun with ninjutsu, samurais, and all of the good stuff. We have a lot of really powerful cards here, so that's definitely something nice. So let's jump right in and do a little bit of drafting. Have a look if we can get the table together quite fast, or if it will take us a little bit of time. If you want to join me in draft, by the way, all of my lovely Twitchers, now you've got the chance. The Flashback-Drafts normally have a little bit of a delay with the seed filling. So if you want to stream snipe and draft yourself some awesome cards, now is your best chance to do so. Other than that, I think, especially because most of my viewership these days is mainly based in America, I think if you hop into some drafts between 2 to 3 PM CT, you might have a better chance to get a good table, have some awesome competition. But I give it at least 1 try before I switch formats. So let's have a look how this works out. Discord should be enabled, should be announced, so that's good. Ooh. The community goes nuts too. I might be inclined to go online. Yes. My Australian friends are sleeping once more. So let's see if we can get together a nice Neon Dynasty draft table. If not, I might switch up to OM1. Still want to draft at least a little bit of a collection before our next Euro battles. Because the demand in constructed play has been quite high the last weekend. Especially I have to get back at Bambit. He smacked me around with an awesome historic list. Upload should be fine. We're cruising at, I think, 13 Mbit upload, which is quite okay. Hey, Machikiro, welcome back, welcome back. Nice to see you. Do you want to join us for some drafties? We're doing some Kamigawa Neon Dynasty for a little bit of a flashback. I'm recruiting all of chat to join me in awesome battle. So yeah, Neon Dynasty as is, I think, a really good format. Really, really fun. I had a lot of awesome games during this limited period with Neon Dynasty. Got also some of the better Planeswalkers that are still legal somewhere in Standard and Historic. Especially Wandering Emperor would be an awesome pickup. Other than that, I personally like all of the new mechanics that they added and some flashback mechanics that they came back with Dynasty. So giving that Blast from the Past another try, another time in the limelight is quite fun. You have the full Atlant from the set, but nothing else, Q. Ooh, then you're missing out. There are some really good cards which are also included in the Powered Cube. First thing that comes to mind is Wandering Emperor. 4 mana for a white Planeswalker which just exiles any tapped creature and gives you some life. Makes some Samurai tokens. Oh, chef's kiss. Also one of the better commanders in... what was it? The Blue Praetor... What's he called? What's he called? Jingitaxias! Core Ogre. Jingitaxias is also in the set. One of the best cards, if not the best card. So, here we go. Pack one. Neon Dynasty Edition. How far will we come this time? We got some really good ones here. Blade of the Oni is awesome. Comes into play as a free one and can reconfigure. The reconfigure deck, one of the better ones in my opinion. Also the ninjutsu deck, the best deck in my experience. The removal a little bit weak, so be careful what you pick in the removal slot. But other than that, I think you have a lot of options, especially in the reconfigure spots. And there are some really good aura synergies too. So we will be going for the mythic here. Don't know when the next table might queue up. But reconfigure, one of the best decks. Especially blue-black, my personal favorite. So first pick, Blade of the Oni. Second pick, I would say maybe the Asari Captain. And third pick, definitely the Fade into Antiquity. One of the best removal spells in the whole format because there are so many artifact creatures and aura and enchantment creatures. So, second pick, got the twin shot sniper here, which is really good removal. Other than that, another Asari Captain. The white-red deck also quite aggressive and good. I personally like me all of the sagas and the enchantment stuff. There are also some vehicles in the format, but not too many. So if the choice either between the Samurai Warrior deck or the Twin Shot Sniper. But I love the Sniper. It being able to channel itself or come into play and remove something is just a good 2-for-1. So we go for that one this time. Then let's see how far we come. Not the best card. Whoop up. So, Twin Shot Sniper for me. I think the black-red reconfigure deck is quite okay. Other than that, I think Norika can be good with the recursion of enchantments and artifacts. You have a lot of value in this set to gain. Other than that, the reconfigure and the artifact synergies are quite strong. Especially if you get the signpost uncommon in black and red, which is the Oni Anvil, which lets you sacrifice and make a lot of artifact tokens. So we could pick power in the first pick and then see how far we come. Personally love me the Jukai Preserver, but enchantments is normally white-green, so definitely know your lane and your colors. Personally, I think the green decks are the best decks, so I will try to go for the enchantments over anything and splash maybe some of the good cards. It's normally my way to go. So, especially Cameo of Terrible Secrets, if you can enable enchantments and artifacts, are quite strong. All cards that replace themselves or give you some advantage are really nice. The equipments that are hefty to equip are normally not worth it. Sunblade Samurai also one of the channel cards that can search you for some lands that give you a little bit of upside, so that's a good one if you want to splash. Other than that, picking the lands high is definitely also a really good choice. Geothermal Kami also really good in green because it enables the enter the battlefield triggers of your sagas once more. So a lot of trickery, a lot of value to gain. I think I'll go for the lands and see how far I come. Kinda like 5-color shenanigans. So there we have one artifact payoff, especially the red-black Yoink deck, which sacrifices opponent's creatures too. Here we have high-speed hover bike, which can be a rather good tempo spell. Also has flying. Flying 2 mana 2/2, solid stats. One of the more annoying cards, Armguard Familiar in blue. So as you can see, the colors all over the place because like, people maybe don't know how to draft. Blue-black with some splash, definitely normally quite strong. So I think I'll go for the Scrounger. The only thing, the Scrounger needs some sacrifice outlets to make you treasures each turn, which is a little bit unfortunate. Hoverbike you can play in every deck, which is a little bit aggressive. So I think the Hoverbike might have more upside. Then one of the best removal spells in green, Spinning Wheel Kick. Still quite undervalued from Channel Fireball. Interesting to see that one. The Thornwood Falls. Power level wise, I think this pack is a little bit weak. Katana is quite nice to outrace the opponent, but it's otherwise a little bit slow. Ninjutsu cards, giving you the opportunity to get you enter the battlefield triggers once or twice, are quite strong. So I like me the stock, I like me the terrarium too. I think I'll pick the dual lands and see how many good rares we will pick up during the drafty. Then we've got some rather solid flyers. I think evasion is quite important in this set. So if you want to go a little bit more saga heavy, I think befriending the Moths is a really good sign for white. Other than that, another Jukai Preserver. It's just a 4-mana 3/3 with some really good channel upside. Could pick the Rugged Highlands and just go green base. 5-color, 4-color, 3-color, take the shenanigans that you want. So the enchantment deck can be really, really strong. Might cut white, did not see too much of it. I think Befriend the Moth is still worth it. Ooh. There we have a big sign for the enchantment deck. Very late Colossal Sky Turtle, so that's nice. Other than that, is a wombo combo with Season of Renewal. If you pick those two cards, you normally can go infinite with the cycling, so that's really awesome. So we pick this Colossal Sky Turtle for sure. So it seems that we might be able to pivot into enchantments here. So I'm quite happy where we are so far. Modern Age is also quite nice to go through the deck. Gives you at the end a 2 mana 2/3, which is awesome. So yeah, I'll pick the Cove here to fix us. And then let's see where we end up. At the moment, Blade of the Oni and Twin Shot Sniper are on the cutting table. I think the enchantment deck is juicy and good. So Defenders can be quite nice if you can modify it, otherwise it's not too good. Can't have terrible secrets, normally fine. Mechanic, not my favorite card. Still might take it though. Not sure if we play it. Camouflage the Shadow is really good if you play ninjas, otherwise unplayable. I've picked the Scrounger, but I think we will not be able to play it. At least not with the pool that we have right now. Would be still a rather good solid base for the black and white artifact deck. Other than that, I think the client has it out for me today, so that's something. So yeah, and Checkdown, in my opinion, not really playable. So what do we have here? A really good pair for enchantments. Tatsunari, the Toad Rider, is in black, but we've got a lot of good fixing. There we have the Twisted Embrace, which is kind of fun. Unfortunately, it gets blown out quite a lot because there's some really good instant speed tricks. One of the best cards in the artifact deck, Patchwork Automaton, and another Twin Shot Sniper. So, if you want to splash red, I think the Twin Shot Snipers are a good addition. Otherwise, they only do damage, but the value is really important. I think we'll still take the Tatsunari here, because we can splash black if we get something good, and otherwise he just makes a token, which you can also sacrifice every time. So he's good in the black deck, he's also good just in enchantments deck, as a payoff that also pings and drains the opponent. So I think we'll be doing it like this. Take the Tatsunari here over the Sniper. Now we have the Leech Gauntlet, which is quite good to race. Got the Spinning Wheel Kick to deal with more than one creature. It being sorcery speed is the most downside so far. Love me the Tales of Master Seshiro. More than often just wins you with a 5 mana 5/5 Trample Haste, Vigilance Haste. Also quite nice pickup if you have some ninjutsu, like the Coiling Stalker. Question is, do you want the Leech Gauntlet or the Tails here? I think being in green is quite nice. The synergies point more into the enchantment direction than in the other direction. But yeah, you can play many different angles. Might just go for the Leech Gauntlet here because life gain can be important. Replication Specialist really good if you got some artifacts to copy, like for example the Gauntlet here or the Hover Bike. So that can be quite strong. Is also just solid as a 5 mana 3/4. There we have the Season of Renewal. Normally want to pick up at least one. Choose the channel targets getting back, and also the side cut list quite important. If I let it table too often, I might get punished. So yeah, now it's the choice between the artifacts here and the Sky Turtle. I think I'll still take the Flyer. I will be so sad if I don't get back anything good. But yeah, we'll try it. Haven is good for fixing. Boseiju only gets you Forest, but is still an awesome card if you are base green. Familiar, as I said before, can be really annoying if you give some counters or if you just reconfigure. Time is Completion, one of the best removal spells in blue-based decks. So I think we'll go over for the value over the removal here. Other than that, I normally would pick up the Completion quite heavily. And we don't have any removal so far. We'll go for the Boseiju, also thins our deck, which is quite nice. Then Bamboo Grove Archer is quite good. Can remove flyers or just be a really annoying blocker. Virus Beetle, one of the best 2-drops in black. Awaken Awareness. Not my fan favorite. I think all of the auras are a little bit too prone to removal. Disruptor normally really good in ninjas, otherwise in the ramp deck not so much. We could go for another Modern Age or for the Grove Shooter. I personally like me the cards that are solid blockers, especially against the aggressive decks, so I'll go with the Shooter here. Doubles up as a removal too. Now we have the Fade into Antiquity, which is awesome. So yeah, green base looks good. We've got the Gloom Shaker, which is quite nice if you can pick it up once more. Another Completion. which sucks. Also Master's Rebuke, which is quite good with the Death Touches. Yeah, but Gloomseeker is too nice. I'll take the Shrieks here. Got some really good fixing into white, unfortunately not into black. So I'm still not sure if I want to play white. Or just go black, green, blue. Era of Enlightenment is at least a little bit of a sign. Can take the Kami. Not the biggest fan of Favor. Enlightenment is good in aggressive decks, but I think it's mediocre in the mid-range decks. So let's go for the Kami here. Then we've got the Emergence, which is okay-ish. Also has some Destruction Protection, which is quite good. Koi is good in artifacts. I personally like the Emergence a little bit more because creature also gets reach. Now we've got the Kami here, depending on our artifact count, might still be good. I think having the Oni in the scrunch is quite nice. Exemplar otherwise good. I think we'll go with the Shigeki here. But it seems that I'm not too black heavy. We could take the Terminal for more fixing, because we don't have any fixing into black. Might still pivot between black or white, depending on the next pack. So let's stay as open as we can. I think the base at least looks quite solid. Ooh, completion coming back is really nice. We'll gladly take the removal here. That's a really good sign for our blue base. Completion costing for mana is a little bit expensive, but if you can gain a lot of life with Kami and just have a really defensive early game, it should be still fine. So yeah, at the moment the biggest problem is definitely our removal so far. And enchantment's normally a really good payoff if you are in white too. But let's see how pack 3 will treat us. We've got Roaring Earth, which is awesome with landfall creatures, but our rares look really, really awesome. Got the Behold the Unspeakable, which is just an awesome tempo spell. And if you have a low hand count, which can just draw you up to 4 cards, which is nuts. Also is a really big creature. Gets blown out a lot by bounce spells, unfortunately, so be careful. And that we have the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, which was a menace in Standard and Constructed. Could splash red, but I think I'll go with the Behold, because our blue blaze is definitely where I want it to be. And our lands fix us so far. Okay, auto tapper lets me decide otherwise because I'm stupid. There we have one of the fixing cards. Greater Tanuki is awesome. There are the payoffs that I spoke of before for black-red. But we'll go with the Tanuki. Want my fixing, want it early. Ooh, Invoke Despair. Really good if you're mono-black. We are a little bit too widespread, unfortunately. Also, Containment Construct, really awesome if you got some red-black self-discard. I think we'll go with the Timeless Completion over the Repel the Vial. Very situational. Other than that, we also have the Hoverbike. But as I've said before, Hoverbike normally for the aggressive decks. And we try to go long-term, long game. So let's take the blue. Cultivation makes either a token which ramps or gives you more mana. Got the Moonsnare Special Lift if we want to play a little bit of ninjutsu, bounce our Saga shenanigans. Other than that, we have the Jungle Hollow, which fixes us. But I think we need some playables. So I guess we will be going a little bit more in the ramp direction here. Still would love at least the Jungle Hollow to fix us. I think we'll go with the Cultivation. Good turn to play. There's the Season of Renewal. Now I will definitely pick that one. Really important. Ooh. Prosperous Thief is awesome. Another season. Mirror Shell Crab is quite nice. And another Modern Age. No enchantment payoffs so far, so that's a little bit unlucky. But yeah, Season of Renewal is awesome. Thief fixing us into any color is really, really strong. Technician is good if you have some of the cheap artifacts in black and blue, otherwise it's not too playable. Mech can be good, but we don't have too many artifacts. I think we'll go with the tails here. Koi might be also a little bit underpowered. So yeah, Season of Renewal gets you back a creature and an enchantment. So it's really, really nice if you play artifacts, enchantments. If you just play one, it's okay. Curve so far looks nice. You also got the shrines in the set, so this is quite fun. Depending on our choices so far. Naomi can be really good. Our color count a little bit torn between blue and black. Could still play white if I'm not too happy with what we see so far. And that's, I think the hacker is just a good 2-drop. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Another koi. We have so many kois. Also got quite a lot of scroungers here. Unfortunately, I don't have any good removal in black, which sucks. So removal-wise, we have been a little bit screwed. We'll take the koi just to have some good threats. Ooh, Repel the Wild coming back is nice. And we have a really, really neat option of just splashing our white removal. We have some really good fixing into white. The black is a little bit strange here, that's for sure. Bear of Memory can be a nice finisher, so we'll be taking that one over the Windscard Crack. Lightway, not for us. And the land. Nice, nice, nice. So let's see if this will be a train wreck draft. But I think for what we got, we've taken the best lane. Would have loved the blue rare instead of the Fable. But yeah. If you talk too much and don't draft enough, you just get screwed over. So let's see what we can cut here. Do we have some removal? We've got the Wondrous Intervention in white, if we need some white removal. Friending Morphs can be good. So yeah, depending on what colors we want to play, could still go into white. I personally don't see it too much. I think our black cards are good enough to give us a little bit more of an edge. Scrounger might be too weak because we don't have removal. Naomi gets worse the less artifacts we have, and I think I will cut the hover bike so that Naomi has to go too. Gloomshrieker on Splash is nice. Tatsunari is awesome. Blade and Gauntlet unnecessary, I would say. In the white slot, Katana is okay. Personally like me the removal more. Disciple is just a very good tempo piece if you need it. So got the intervention, got the completion. Got the repel. Got some black cards that we can splash. We also could just drop black, but I personally would love to see it being played. Koi a little bit strange because we don't have any good artifacts besides the blade and the gauntlet. So our best cards definitely are in black here. Our fixing and our removal unfortunately more in white. So we can decide if we just want to go value or just want to play our right removals on the splash and just play green and blue. Early game looks a little bit lacking, but we have the intervention, which is good. So most of our removal in the 4-drop slot. Not playing any of our rares is definitely what I don't like. But I think we need more removal, so this will be the game plan. Quite just being a 4-mana 3/3 flyer is a little bit oof. Other than that, based on our lands, I think this is the best that we can play. But Tatsunari is just such an awesome card. Still kinda want to play him. Our fixing does not really give us the option to though. think we'll try it with the value deck in blue, green, and black first. And if it doesn't work out, we will have to splash to white. Especially this, the coins are okay, the spinner, the thieves are good. We have a lot of enchantments, so that's nice. So I think especially the bearer can be a really good late game threat. Other than that, let's see in our first game if we have enough fixing. So this will be my first deck. We'll try that one out first. Whoops. And if we're not happy with the distribution, we might just go and play the white, green and blue deck, which has a little bit more removal and a little bit more fixing in the land slots. So that's something. So, game number uno. So, let's have a look. We are screwed. That is definitely a thing that you have to expect with our mana base so far. So this will be the first test try of blue, black, red, blue, black, green. But especially with the modern age, I think we have the opportunity to rummage into our black sauce. Ooh, fade is nice. So drop that and pass. Thanks for the wishes, Mochi. Let's see how far we come. Give it our best. I often start with trainwreck drafts, so I'm not too scared. And we might not need the gauntlet, so we could just drop it, keep our curve juicy. Can still get it back because it's a creature. So the Season of Renewal will be my ace here. Okay, opponent also in multicolor shenanigans, you love to see it. Got the late game, we've got the cultivation. Could drop the fade. Kind of want to get rid of the Shinto though. So what do we drop here? I think we need the lands. Maybe drop the cultivation. So let's play it like this. Get rid of the Shintai. Because Shrines is strong, can be quite scary. If we want to curve out, I also can see us discarding just the land or the Kami here. I think so far it looks good. Could bounce the Kami, get some tempo. Otherwise just attacking with the Vector Glider, rummaging us through the deck is quite nice. So we've got some good options here. Yeah, bouncing the Kami not the best thing. Especially when they have the regular rate to bounce back, gain more life. And let's see what they do. So drop the tails here. Get a counter on the Vector. For a solid 3. And see if our flyer can get us to victory. Oof. So yeah, we could have had one Twisted Embrace, which is quite nice with the bounce. Other than that, let's have a look. We'll definitely play the Forward Force, that's for sure. Hit in for free, which is nice. Can get back the Modern Age and the Gauntlet if I really want to, which I think I'll do. Play the gauntlet, gain some life gain. Ooh. Okay, raid to Sentinel. So our opponent knows that you can self-mill and mill out in this format, quite nice. Very fun to see them play so many Ukiwa raid Reckoner raids. It's normally reserved for the black aggressive decks, not so much for the value decks. So we have 6 mana, what can we do? Could play the 7th one. Cannot double spell, unfortunately. Would love to configure the gauntlet onto the living legacy here. But still just having a 5 mana attacker is quite good. Still trades for 2 of their creatures. They don't have any late game. They only have the pump from the patrol. They also could tap down. So I think what we will do is go to attacks first. See what they do. Okay, Moth Rider it is. That's fine. Can still attack with the specialist, but we are on the defense right now, so I think we'll stay back. No attacks. And then can get back the living legacy. Set up for next turn. Could just keep it on field. Kinda like playing the Modern Age first. Drop the forest, see what we hit from the top. Ooh, Blade of the Oni is nice. Still need the double black though, if you want to reconfigure. But it only changes the base power, so I think just playing it as is good enough. So I think what we will do is play the Kami and bounce the legacy to give us the option to distribute more counters. Could have also waited with the Kami and just play the completion on the Moth Rider patrol. We'll definitely trade here. Have to take the 2 in the air. So let's see what the opponent has. Ooh, Imperial Oath. Oi, oi, oi. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Ooh, Turtle. Nice. We need the extra green source, so I think I'll have to drop something else. We can get back the Season of Renewal, so that's good. So I think we can channel the turtle for free, get the season back. We have enchantments in grave. So I guess we'll drop the blade here, because it's also a creature. Drop our forest for some extra land drops. Cycle, get back the Season of Renewal. Opponent's still with a lot of pressure, so my dawdling might come back to bite me. And that I think we're still in a solid position. So maybe slow roll this season here. Tap down the patrol and stay on defense for now. This is a tough first game, that's for sure. Ah, they've got all of the removal. Yikes. Opponent got all of the removals. So forested up, Season of Renewal. Pick 2. Get the value with the turtle and the cultivation. Whoops. Unselect. No! Ah, this is the only thing. Return target creature and then return target enchantment. You could pick 2. And they just blow me off of the water. This sucks. I forgot about the sentinel. Okay, punt achieved. This sucks really bad. Oh boy. So yeah, as you can see, you can punt a lot in this format. So don't be too sad. I make mistakes so that you don't have to. But punt count going to 1 is not so nice. So what else can we do? Need some bot presence, otherwise I'm too dead against their pressure. They have so much life. And they have a seasonal renewal of their own. So yeah, I guess I'm just screwed. This is a mirror match against a deck which has way more removal. And especially in the enchantment slot. So What wrecked me there was definitely the Age of Sentinel. So yeah, I think we lose this one. They have us dead on board. Unfortunate. But let's go again. Everything is fine. Still have some chance for redemption. We are on the play and we are color screwed. Why am I not surprised? My deck always betraying me. For whatever reason. But this end looks quite fine. Got the cultivation. Won't bring us up. I think we'll channel here to get some tempo. Could play the Kami just as a 4-drop which gets a little bit of damage in. Oh, Modern Age is nice. So I think we might damage for some more value here. Completion is good. This sucks. I think we'll drop the thief here. Drop the isle and play the swamp. I think we slow roll the completion here and wait with the Kami. Opponent with a million cards in hand, so I think what our deck definitely lacks is the card advantage. Maybe we should have picked up more Seasons of Renewal. Because we lack the removal, you need the creatures to return. Okay, around Enlightenment. Infiltrator can hit in for free, which is quite nasty. He could replay the Vector Glider here. But I kinda want to get rid of a land for anything else. I think I still play the Kami, because Glider is not a good blocker for the Infiltrator. I think the deck struggles the most with itself. So pass for now. If we draw another land, we can make our land drop next turn and still rummage. Otherwise I might just Get rid of the swamp. Yeah, and there's the white black shenanigan. Okay, nice. So, play the swamp, play the modern age. 3 lands on top, you love to see it. And I think I'll pass for now. Oh, yeah, so much pressure. We'll try to trade with the Kami of Terrible Secrets here. See what the opponent has. And of course they have off too. Yeesh. The best white common in my opinion. Off is so good. 6 mana make 1,000,000 tokens. So many lands. Fading the hand is so unimpactful. But yeah, we'll get wrecked by the tokens here. Don't want to take too much damage, so I think I'll still have to play it like this. Pass for now. Can tap down their flyer so that that does not get me too good, but yeah, having to answer their cheap creatures sucks. I think our removal is a little bit too pricey. And the outboard state way too unimpactful. Yeah. Mulligan to 6 on the play, 2 cards behind, opponent with 1,000,000 cards in hand, and a really good value engine. Yeah, this is a recipe for disaster. So yeah, I have to block here, I have to block here. Still pretty dead, and they have 1,000,000 options to blow me out. Yeah. Lethal Exploit, one of the best early removal spells in black. So yeah, I can bounce one of their tokens, but it doesn't matter, the Infiltrator gets me in the air. If I want to live another turn, I have to bounce the Infiltrator here and trade with the token. But yeah, not good enough, not good enough. Starting 0-2 into the draft sucks, but it is what it is. Oof. Shrieker is at least something. So play the Shrieks, play the Specialist, otherwise I'm dead. Shrieker also kinda nice with all the Ninjitsu cards, so that's something that you can play. But we have to bounce the flyer and trade with the 2/2s, which sucks. This is just surviving. This is not even competing. Not good enough, not good enough. Yeah. Yeah. And Koi seals the deal. Whoops. Oh, sorry you did not see all of it, but it was not too much. Just the opponent having a really nasty curve. This was pure sadness. Nonetheless, we'll go again. Try it once more. I think this draft might end rather soonish. I don't think that the pain point removal will give us the victory. Still want to try out our white base deck. Got some options. Personally not a big fan of the Katana. Exemplar is a solid 2-drop. But yeah, I think the only reason for us playing white may be the land base. And that we could try go for a color, but I don't have the fixing for it, if I'm really honest. Got the Tanuki here, which is the only fixing, and otherwise the lands are fixing into white, but not into black. So still have to play a lot of black if we want to get the Naomi online. So that's more of a no-no. So we'll try it like this for a final game. Oi boy. Ay, ay, ay. Got all of our colors. Can curve out, so I'll keep. No synergies at all, which sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe you can cheat at least 1 or 2 wins out in the end. Ooh, rabbit battery. That's a bad sign. We'll offer the trade with the battery here. And playing against the mythic god, so let's see how good this will be. I guess they have the exploit weakness, so no blocks for me. Can also raise quite well with the Disciple just attacking in. Okay, there's a Blade Blaster. So prime example how good the combination of enchantments and artifacts is. What can we do? Can just attack in. Cannot really raise though. Could try at least. I think the Shigeki being on the defense might have been a little bit of a better choice. But when they get an enchantment, Blade Blaster gets mana, so it doesn't really matter too much with their attack. So let's see what they play. Sacrifice a creature of the choice unless they discard. I will discard my planes, thank you very much. So yeah, overall I would definitely say value a little bit more important than removal in this format. But still, if you have removal that you can recur, you will be quite happy, especially with the enchantment-based removal. So we'll have to pick that up in the next draft a little bit higher. Would love me also more synergies during the draft portion, that's for sure. But yeah, at least we have not been punished for the attack with the Shigeki here. Ooh. Now dropping the land is unfortunate. We'll have to get rid of the long reach of the knight. Offer them the trade with the Blade Blaster, I guess. But yeah. So, what will it be, Opponente? They still have a million cards in hand, so I'm really, really scared. And of course they have the favor. So play the tails, attack with the koi. Having the renewal here is really good. That's really nice. Okay, we had the renewal. Yikes. Thank you, Virus Beetle. Oof, 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 oof. Ah, Kamigawa, my beloved. Platinum Flaps get the job done, but not this time. The mythic gods strike us down from heaven. So block their token, let the beetle through, and maybe try to race with the koi. I think the exploit weakness only can shrink up to 3 toughness, so the koi should be safe. Let's see what they do. Okay, Seismic Wave, that's an interesting one. That's a very good one. Ooh, Bosage is also quite nice. Draws 2 cards, gives us a really big tree. So drop Forest, hit for 5. Also Tails next turn is Hasty. So we might be able to force them to make some not so nice blocks. Would have still loved to have my Season of Renewal here. So yeah, we'll have to pick them a little bit higher. Also, big apologies to everyone who has to endure the ad breaks. Unfortunately, during multiplayer games, I normally cannot pause the stream for that one. But I try to at least time my breaks as much as possible so that you don't miss out on too much gameplay. Okay, if they don't have anything, they're just dead in the air. Could put the land on top of the library. Don't really need to though. So we have some options here. I think I'll go for the attack first, see what they do. Could just trade for the Kami, so I think I'll keep the Seshu back. Can still get some good stuff back from Grave. Could also just force them to block. We could try and blow them out with Sky Turtle, but I want the value a little bit more. So let's just attack here, see what they do. Still have a really big Pusager next turn. There's the exploit, yeah. Lethal exploit it is. So that's fine. Just takes 2. I would block with the Beetle and with the Kami, or maybe just with the Reflections token. And the Kami of Terrible Secrets, depending on what they do. But the unknown here is really the deal breaker for them, which is good for me, because now I can get back my good stuff. Get back the season, get back the Golden Disciple afterwards. And the turtle. So drop turtle here. Get back the Season of Renewal. Play the forest, play the... Don't really have anything to play, and Season is instant speed, so I'll pass for now, I guess. See what they do. Okay, Kami Reflections. Draw another card, gain 1 life. That's okay. Reflections of Kiki Chiki is so broken. This card is so good. Okay, they hit in for free, I don't really care. Will not block. There's the various people. Have to drop the season right now. Get back creature first and then get back enchantment. Because all of my creatures are enchantments, it doesn't matter too much. Get the turtle and I guess the disciple. Will drop one of the other cards besides the turtle, so it doesn't matter too much. They play beetle, I'll drop the disciple. Ooh, competition is nice. So let's go to attacks once more, pressure it up. GG's. Yes! Haha! At least the first win. At least we got the first win and a level up. Nice. Does not matter too much for us because we just play for funsies, but yeah, that's at least something. Oh. Season renewal is so good. Season of renewal is awesome. So yeah, the third one is the most important one, so let's try to get at least positive. So yeah, playing control decks in Kamigama a little bit tough because there is so much value. So definitely if you draft, prioritize the removal cheap or recurable. Like for example the Deadly Embrace as an enchantment, which you can also get back with the Season of Renewal. Otherwise you might be outvalued quite easily, as you've seen in our 2 losses so far. We've got wrecked twice by Imperial Oath, which is just a broken common rare, even in my opinion. It's just a rare hidden as a common card. Make 3 2/2s and also Scry 3 is so strong. Especially the Scry 3 is obnoxious. So, what do we have here? A little screw into white, otherwise not so impactful curve out, but we are on the play, so we'll keep this hand. That is for sure. Okay, playing against green deck once more. Would love to hit more lands, please. What is our white percentage? 9 plus 6, 15%. Still have some fixing in the deck, so it should be okay. Yeah, speak of the devil. So yeah, in our deck, Replication Specialist also more of just a big, medium-sized fly, I would say. Intervention is nice, but needs more targets, so pass for now. And because we don't draw our lands, I think we will just lose. Not carving out in this format is a death sentence, that's for sure. Interesting. Either discards us or put some counter on the creatures. Interesting. Goes for my removal. I think discarding value pieces is way more important, but yeah, because I'm screwed on my land drops, I'm way too far behind, unfortunately. So, We'll have to pass here. Want to play the Preserver instead of just dropping it for 2 counters. And he needs 2 creatures to get the most value for the channel, so that's also something. Yeah. Okay, so this is... This is really unfun. What can we do? The Phantom Mobs need some time to go online. We need more block. So I think we'll play the Preserver here. Just get the counter on it and pass for now. Get the defense strong. Hiya. How is the YouTube's looking so far? Okay. Okay, hitting the lens is quite nice. We'll start with the flyer and see how far we come. Don't know which counters are in the set. I think Essence Capture is in it. Other than that... Let's see what the opponent has. Pass for now. Yeah, Cyber Trespassers, okay. This looks like a deadly exploit, so I will not block here. Really unfortunate because against ninjas you have to block, otherwise you just lose because of their bounce shenanigans and ninjutsu value. Yeah, that's it. Mokutai Ambusher. So a lot of pressure damage. What can we do but cry? Can play the tails, need some time to go online. Can at least give the specialist vigilance. Okay, Disruption Protocol is also a counter spell in the format. So yeah, I'll have to stay back on defense, that's for sure. Yeah, there's the Embrace, so we're dead on board. Doesn't really matter. Got screwed by ninjas. We'll love to see it. So yeah, unfortunately the first draft was a train wreck. Got at least some good cards. I am really sad. But Kamikawa is quite tough to draft. So keep that in mind if you're going into the arena direct. I think it's a sealed event. So it doesn't matter too much because your pool decides how good your deck will be. But the value is definitely the most important thing. So let's have a short little deck review before I will salute this train wreck of a draft. Second iteration of the deck with white, blue and green. A little bit more removal heavy than the first iteration. As you can see, here we go to our pictures. First iteration of the deck in black has some of our better rares. Other than that, the removal suite nearly the same. Removal did not matter too much in our losses, it was more a problem of our mana. Of our mulligans, we had 2 mulligans to 6, which was on the play just devastating. Going behind 2 cards from the start of the game against a value-driven format is an uphill battle that you normally cannot win. You can try to cycle and do some infinite combos like Sky Turtle into the... Like the Sky Turtle returning the Season of Renewal, just cycling through this. But you have to have a really good early game plan and also don't get outvalued by the opponent's late game. So if you don't have a really good value and 2-for-1 engine and have just some cards that damage like the Modern Age for example, or just some one-off removal, you will normally lose the game quite easily. The aggressive decks are normally quite easily outgrown by the green-based decks. So green normally the way to go if you want to pick a very solid color early in the draft. Definitely go for the green. The best color to fix, so you can play all of the bombs. The best card to ramp out, so you can go over the top. And also the best color for all of the aura-based synergy pieces. So normally, especially in Kamigawa, draft green is overdrafted and you will not see too much of this color. Other than that, I think the black-white artifact and enchantment decks definitely has some good synergy which you can enable, can use for yourself to get some good 2-for-1s, and has the best removal in the format. Although I personally think the removal is not too important. I think having some good loops is way better. If you want to go aggressive, the only viable deck in my opinion will be the Ninja's deck, because it has some really good tempo pieces, which get you permanence on the board and also tempo out the opponent. Other than that, you could also try and grind some artifact synergies out with red and black. Is not always from success, but is definitely a possible option. But the enchantment decks normally dominate, especially in the higher tiers, as we might have seen doing our draft. Nonetheless, I think the deck is okay for a first draft after I think over a year in Kamigawa. Quite unhappy that we auto-picked our Fable of the Mirror Breaker instead of our blue rare, which could have been a game saver sometimes. But yeah. GG, go next. And send this deck to the heavens. So, because I burned a lot of gems is the question. Do you want to see me draft Kamigawa once more, my awesome viewers? Or do you want to see me do something else? I want to keep at least some gems back for the avatar set in the season pass. But my other account is still quite far ahead with the gems. I think I have still 30,000 gems in reserve. So we will be able to do the avatar draft is in one set or in one account or in the other. So it doesn't matter too much for the stream. But depending on your preparation for the weekend, I might give in to some demands if you want to see me draft some more. Otherwise I can just do some zero budget brawl, brew a little bit up for you all, and have some little constructed action. So yeah, definitely let me know what you want to see. If you're just here to lurk, feel free to stay around, we'll have a lot of action. Either way, it doesn't matter too much. Whoops, will not swap. No. 750 swapping is bad. You can downgrade to 500 too. So be careful. Other than that, I personally think we could also try and still go with the last week. Maybe do some Pick2-Drafts. Get some OM1 path actions in the system. We are Platinum plebs, so keep that in mind. The uphill battle is quite tough, especially against Platinum, Diamond and Mythic. And I personally know from experience that when I go in with some gems, I will normally lose a lot. So I'm not too eager to invest too many gems. Mochikyo is lurking. Nice. I think power level wise, slow rolling your gems for the avatar set is definitely the best way if you have a new and fresh MTG account like this one. Other than that, I would definitely recommend, if you can go nearly infinite or grind out a set quite fast, I think OM1 Path is one of the easiest ways to earn yourself some more wildcards. Also have some rather fast and quick dirty drafts. And also the payment structure is quite nice because after 3 wins you are positive, and if you just go 2 in 2, it's still no drama because you only lose 100 in gems, which is quite nice. So yeah, that's that. I think on demand I will do some Kamigawa drafts, otherwise I will do some premier drafts of my choosing today. So yeah, everybody, I think we'll do another Through the Wind draft just to cleanse our palette from our last train wreck of a Kamigawa draft. Deck was quite okay, but yeah, the opponents had some better options. So we'll try it one more time. And if I still lose, I think I will go back to being a brawling pleb. But especially the Omen Path set's quite nice with the special cheat cards. Kamigawa was a pure magic set just for Kamigawa, which was really, really fun. Because you did not get blown out too much by the quite hefty and impressive rares and mythics. But especially if you want to improve your collection with a lot of rares and mythics, through the Omen Paths, Avatar, Final Fantasy, these are the power sets where you can get a lot of value from the drafties and also from the packs that you earn yourself. Blake Mistfire, welcome back. Thank you to have you all lurking in my stream. That's always a little bit reassuring for me. You're just vibing, but too inexperienced to have an opinion. Oh, you can always have an opinion. I think even inexperienced players have a little bit of a feel for the game. So depending on what you want to learn from me, you can definitely ask me to play something specific. I'm one of those streamers that is more of a people pleaser than anything else. So if you have some recommendations for some games, if you have some demands that you want the streamer to do, you can definitely always write me in chat and just say, Peter, do this, Peter, do that. Because I'm streaming for you. If I just want to grind out my recollection, I could do that off stream. If I'm too tired from streaming, I normally do that also. For both of my Magic accounts, so it doesn't really matter too much for me. This is your time. Enjoy, lurk, chat, have a lot of fun with the community. And otherwise, I will just do my thing for you all. Try to give you the most of information that I can possibly give. So, what opening do we have here? I personally am not a big fan in Constructed from Belion, so I think I'll go with the comments here. Pick the new Sumi and the Deathflame Burst, which is a good start into Mayhem. Otherwise, you could also just start with the villains here. Maybe pick some Belion and some Vasin. I think the double blue of the Belion is a little bit strange, and he's just a 2-2, which can be pumped up a little bit. I think in Commander he's quite nasty, so that's something. But other than that, this pack looks a little bit weak. You could also go for the Betty Ray and the Mothling Shroud, but I think the Mayhem deck has the best win percentage so far. Besides the End-Web decks. Yeah, there we have the Vigo too. Take the Vigo, take the team up. Could also go for the Fighter. Could go black-green splash for the Reds. Kind of like the terrific team up here, so I think I'll pick it over the favorite Fighter. Although the Fighter wins us a lot of games, I think the removal is important. If you want to stay in Mayhem, you could pick the Lava Spur, Lava-Born Goblins, and the Vigo if you have some 1-drop to recur. Still rather solid. It's a 3-mana 3/3, which gives you also 1-drop back. But I think I branch out a little bit into green. Because I think green has a little bit of more staying power late game. Now we have the Wisecrack and the Sun, which is awesome. Other than that, we have the Wisecrack and the Kitten for the Mayhems. So I personally have a lot of fun with the green base decks. That's for sure. So yeah, because we only have 5,000 gems left, I'm not sure if we can go infinite with this account, but I will definitely give my best. Leyland Weaver is nice, Perilous Lunge, otherwise the Savage Mansion definitely something that you want. Fixing is quite important in this set. But more than often you get into some board stalls with especially green-red. So having some big creatures, some fixing is quite nice. Also for the Vigo, I think the fixing might be a little bit more important to pick up if I really want to play him as the best card it can be. Now we've got the choice between the Lurking Lizards and the Jizak. Could still drop black if you really want to, but I kind of like it. For whatever reasons, the Gala Citizen has been auto-picked. You'd love to see that. Thank you, Arena. So I will pick my picks and then just talk my talk, but otherwise... favorite Fighter coming back and Lizards too. Yeah, the green base looks awesome. I'm happy with where we are so far. Ooh, Kitten coming back too. That's nice. Kitten not so good in green-red, but still okay. For whatever reason, my arena is a little bit buggy today. So let's pray that it will stay quite fair to me. Removal-wise, we are well set up, so that's good. Got some really good pickup in Lewis here. And I think I'll second pick the Rhinos Rampage over the Crobble. We could go base black, green, splash the red too, so keep that in mind. Rhinos Rampage is just an awesome removal spell. So yeah, not sure why my interface is so buggy today. So let's do it like this. Louis awesome, Rhino's Rampage good, Love Me the Serena. If you go this card, Louis Vex is nice for the Mayhem deck. But I like the late game staying power and the life gain in green, so I will take that against the more aggressive decks. So, black flows, red a little bit shorted unfortunately. Go for the cluster of course, that's for sure. Could pick the Warden if we pick up more Mayhem. Could just pick the Firebrain Scheme, which is quite nice. Good combat trick, but unfortunately only sorcery speed. And the Caracals with the pump are a little bit more impactful, I would say. So let's do it like this. Kinda interesting to see so many people join the stream and then just bounce. The stream summary will be quite fun today. Definitely see that. Okay, what else do we have? Definitely pick the Cityscape for the Vigo. We need some black. I personally love the String Puller, especially if you have some of the for CMC payoffs like the Lurking Lizards. Other than that, I think the Deathflame Burst a little bit better in the removal speed. Having a lot of removal is quite nice. So pick the removal over the String Puller because it normally tables. Now we have the Infernus and the Fabled Fighter, which is awesome. I think the 2-drops are quite important, so the Lizards would be also quite nice to have. But the 2-drops looks good and the Infernus ramps us up. Ooh, then Workforce and Jizak. Could also pick the Trolley for a little bit more fixing. But I think the green games normally go late enough that you don't have to fret too much about the fixing here. Pick the Scheme in the Wardens. Blake Mistpire says, I'm trying to get the hang of green. I have been playing around with the Avatar Kyoshi deck. Earthbinding is an interesting mechanic. Yeah, definitely. Totally true, Blake. Avatar set looks so nice. Really, really happy about that one. So, this pack is quite good. We had the Urban Retreat in our modified decks and it was awesome. Depending on our removal so far, I personally love me some fixing, so I think I'll go for the Chariot and for the Brood Fang here over the Knife Trick and the Lizards. I think our removal looks quite solid so far. So that's good. Otherwise, Knife Trick definitely a good pickup. Also enables your Mayhem synergies, which is quite nice. So try it like this, I would say. Having some threats on board is good. Ooh, the Naya too. Naya and Cheering Crowd is awesome. Naya not so good because we cannot flip her. But still pretty nice as a value piece. And that we have another Cluster, which is awesome. But way better in the white, green and web decks. So I think we still pick the rares here. Could pick the fixing too. But I think the lens looks quite solid. Other than that, the Cluster just giving you some big bodies and also some life is quite nice. So I can see you picking the Cheering Crowd and the Cluster over the Naya here. But I am a rare drafter, so I'll pick my rares. Yeah, now we've got the Boris 2. And the Sekao and the Fabled Fighter and the Lunge, so that's nasty. So I think we don't really have to play the black if we want to, but yeah, our black cards look quite nice. Boris is the first pick, that's for sure. Second pick, depending on your preference, the Fabled Fighter, the Lunge, or the Sekao. I will go with the Fabled Fighter here, I guess. I think having a nice down-to-earth aggressive curve is quite important. Might not play the new Insumi now. I think Leyland Weaver, of course, that's for sure. And either the Caracals or the Workforce. Workforce can get big, so that's nice. Second Jezak is normally the top end, where I say I will call it quits. Surveyor over and Lizards over the Summit Weaver is good. Ooh, the Mansion coming bad, and also the Full Frontal Fanatic or the Kazuo. Kazuo is kind of fun, so I think I'll go with the Kazuo over the Fanatic here. And the Sekao table, come on. This is an awesome green-red deck if I've ever seen one. So, let's have a little chat with Blake. You don't know if it's... Blake says he does not know if it's just his mindset, but he thinks... Struggles a little bit to understand green because you're used to faster plays. And it will be turn 4 or 5 and you're still in the bot state. Yeah, the ramp decks are a specific sort of deck, that's for sure. But you can ramp up quite fast, especially in Constructed, so don't fret about it too much. I think having some land ramp, especially in Brawl, a little bit better than having creatures. But some commanders want you to have some creatures on board. Like, for example, Halana Lena, my prime example from Foundations. So you can ramp up with the creatures, play your big stuff that boosts your creatures already on board and go to town. So, especially if you have a look at my Foundations beginner list that I have on Goldfish. I'll give you the link. You might get a little bit of a taste how green works. Otherwise I can play a green deck today, so that we have a little look at how green does for us in Constructed. So there's my Halana and Elena list. Check. So enjoy that one. Whoops. If you're struggling with green, I think this is one of the better entries. Plays only the starter deck card, so you can play it right away. And it normally shows you what the commander wants from you. In Foundations you only have 2 really good mana creatures, the Lana Waves and the Druid of the card, but it's still quite nice. And other than that, just going big and going to town is normally the way of the greens and the reds. So let's have a look what we will cut for this deck here. I think the Naya is a nice rare pickup. I will not play her though. I think we don't need her. Galvanized Workforce normally in the black-red deck. My pick. Lewis is just so broken. We have some ramp. So I think he's still worth it and really good against the Mayhem decks and the aggressive decks. Don't need the Wardens. Don't need the Kaldaya Brawlers. Got a really good red-green deck here. Got solid 6 removal spells, which I definitely like me. Got a Clutter Cluster on end or on the beginning. Got the Sun for some of our 2-drops. Can chill just get the big stuff out right away. So yeah, don't sleep too much on the big creatures. I think the 4-drops is the most important part about the Lurking Lizards deck. Full Throttle Fanatic being able to give our stuff haste is quite nice, so I think I'll keep the Fanatic in. Other than that, we have a lot of ramp. Surveyor is another piece of fixing, but I don't really think we need it. Splashing the double black for the Louis is a little bit strange. I think I might cut him. The Vigo on the other side is something that I definitely enjoy. So that can be quite the good play. We have some fixing in black. I think splashing the 1 extra black with the Sun and the Winewoven Chariot is good. Could still double splash black for the Louis if we really feel fancy. We got also a lot of treasures from Favorite Fighter, so Louis will get even better. So I think personally Louis also better in the black-green shells. Other than that, could cut the Kazuo. Still he's kinda nice because he's just a 2-for-1 that you can play. Cluttercaster can be an early play. Death and Blast cannot be enabled too much, but I will not cut any removal. So this will be a question of preference. Fanatic still one of the weakest cards in the deck. So maybe shave the Fanatic here. Could still shave the Clutter Cluster because we need some tapped creatures. I got the Winewoven Chariot combo with the Enweb creatures. So I can cheat something out. And we've got the Cluster and the Sun to loop our Enweb stuff. And we also got the mana creatures, so I think the Enweb creatures definitely grow in value a lot. So the cut might be something big like the Jizak or the Kazuo. But we have a lot of ramps, so I think the big stuff is definitely worth it. The cuts here are really tough, not gonna lie. This deck looks nuts. I think on the cutting table would be maybe a little bit ramps like the Chariot, but I want the fixing for our black cuts. So those will have to stay. Could cut the Dread thing. It's still just such an awesome aggressive and defensive card. Could cut in Furnace. We play some mountains, but not too many. So yeah. Maybe just shave the Kazuo or the Chizak. Kinda like the Chizak more than the Kazuo. We have some removers, so I think it's okay. And could just cut the Infernus here. We have a solid split between 16 and 7, so that's nice. If our black does not work out, I will just replace it with our good green and red cards, and it should still be good enough. So this will be my experiment for today, if it's possible to splash Louis in any deck that is green. I think the list looks quite juicy. So I think 2 wins should be possible. Whoa, but the triple black is a little bit strange. We definitely don't play so much. A maximum of 2 black sources, if ever. What the heck deck are you doing? Suggest lands, please. Go down to 2, give me another mountain and pass. I think double black on the splash is a little bit strange. Normally don't want only one. But we've got the Leyline Weaver to fix us into red, so it's okay. Let's have a look at my screenshot before anything else. Yeah, triple black. Don't know why. Would never play triple black in this deck. Way too much swamps. Way too many swamps. But I think having 2 swamps for the Louis is important. Could also just cut the Louis, but I think he's too good. We might also not need the swamps. But yeah, here we go. Let's try it out. Premium draft, the draft it up. Here we go. Once more. So yeah, for everyone new joining the stream, if you want to go infinite with your gems and golds, last week of OM1 paths is definitely still an option to grind out as much as possible. I've never seen a format that you can grind out so fast as this one. And if you know what you draft, you might be drafting just enough gems and golds just to get a plus from the draft itself. So that's really fun. Especially with the mythics in the set. So here we go. Could fix us right into black, but I think we go green into red into Weaver. Then with Chariot in search for our swamp. Just fix the base and get the splash afterwards. All of the lands are well appreciated. And I love favorite fighter. I think he's at least an uncommon, if not a rare. Being only able to block him with 1 creature is so devastating. So, what else can we do? Can search with the Chariot, just get the fighters online, which I think will be the play. Just getting as aggressive as possible. And we don't need the double wreck besides the Sekko. I think we'll just go and smack in. I think they will not block. They want their value from the instruct on another creature. So we should be fine. Okay, Yerandowski. So yeah, by the way, everybody, even if you're lurking, if the untap.gg extension does not work, let me know in chat, please. Because then we have to fix it. Otherwise, I think it should be working. So, they've got Yerandowski, their Flame Burst even bigger. Unfortunately, it only costs more and does not have CMC before. Otherwise, it would be awesome with the Leyline Weaver here. What else do we want to do? Definitely want to attack with the favorite fighter here, that's for sure. I think I'll just drop the forest and see what they do. So let's go, favorite fighter attack in. They can only block with the Yera or with the Investigator, which is good. Prime Scene Instructor it is. No double blocks for you. Favorite fighter is such a good aggressive piece. Yeah. So we have 6 mana at the best. 7 with the treasure. 8 with the fighter, so we think we can do it like this. Play the fighter first. Untap, make another treasure. Fixing us into black, but I want some value too. So play the chariot here. Crack a treasure for green. And get me another swamp out of the deck. We want some action from the top, please. So yeah. And web shenanigans enabled. Pressure is on. Ooh. What does Blake say? He's familiar with a lot of the cards in the deck. It's similar to a starter deck they have you play with. Yeah. That was the reason. During our first viewer battles, I've got challenged by one of my first followers ever on Twitch, Jason aka PokeRogue03, to brew up foundations-based standard Brawl decks. And I think in our early Limited Madness and Zero Budget Brawl episodes, that was the core essence. What decks can you brew with what you get right from the start? And I think the Foundations challenge was quite nice because you can build a really solid Foundations deck for life gain and also for green-red with Falana, Lena and Elenda. So the starter decks are awesome, they're really good. They're really, really nice. So we got nearly everything, so that's awesome. They can still block only with one creature, so that's fine. Can get 2 counters on the Yera and Oski, so I think I'll have to do it like this. Play the Lurking Lizards first. Sacking the treasure for the removal sucks a little bit, but we don't have to. We still have to because it definitely burst cost 4. So crack for red. Play the burst red now on the Yera and Oski, see if they have some combat trick. Makes also our attack a little bit easier. If we can even attack. Okay, they've got the Drix Interception. So that's a thing. We can still offer them the trade. We still got the Vice Crack in deck and also the Peril's Lunge. So them boosting the Yera and Oski is still fine. Not too good for us, but yeah. Before they get too many counters on Instruct, I think it's good to just trade here. What else do we have? Got the Vigo to draw us a million cards. Got another Deathland Burst, so maybe I've been a little bit too eager to attack here. Could just go aggro and 2-for-1 ourselves a little bit. But with the opponent having a million cards in hand, I think I'll just drop all lands and pass. So yeah, their Drix Interception was really good for them. It's really, really nice. Draw 3. So yeah, giving them the free counter transfer on the Yera and Oski set us a lot back. Not sure if it's punt worthy, but it's definitely not a very intelligent play. Okay, Margo is also bad news. If they get the time for the outsmart, it's really bad for us. I don't love it. Ooh, there's the Peril's Lunge. Still has to 2-for-1 me. That is not so nice. I think just try it like this, play the Lunge into the Margo. Let's see what they have. I hate it. I hate it so much. Deck looks good so far, but the instant speed interaction from your opponent just wrecked us 3 times in a row. So that's obnoxious. But with 7 men on board, I think they will never tap out. So, But the 2-for-1 was really good for them. I think I'll have to definitely burst right now. Pray that it's good enough. Okay, at least one is down. Pass for now. Yeah, the attack into the instructor cost me the game here if I lose. That's for sure. Yeah, Yari and Oski is so obnoxious. But it being a 3-3 was the saving grace for me. Stupid sexy instructor. Now they can get it back. Ugh. Or they just boost their flyers and go to town. Yeah, I don't draw any action other than removal that they just blow out with their instance interaction. Oh, this sucks. I'm feeling really bad. Our deck is so awesome, I don't want to lose. But sometimes the opponent just has a better draw. Yeah, and there's the Lewis and I get Omega punished. So drop the forest, pass for now. Oh, there's a second swamp. Not really can play around anything, so let's just try and hit the big creature. If they have the counter, they have the counter. Okay, that's a start. That's at least something. Hold the baby. Yeah, they would have been dead by now. Giving them the counter just gave them way too many turns to stabilize. And I think in the long run, Modify has a little bit more of an edge against us. The white and blue interaction is so efficient. Yeah. Big blocks. No hard removal in black. I'm a little bit unfortunate. Still have at least a good target for our creature-based removal. Interesting. Do we want to get the counters on the area list here? I think I'll have to take the damage. The crime sim instructor just wrecks me. This is so obnoxious. This is really stupid. Okay, there's a Ryan's Rampage. So I think we'll just get rid of the Yarandowski and just go to town. And the cool thing with the extra damage, I can also remove one of their tokens in the air. Non-creature artifact, okay, it doesn't matter. Unfortunate. So hit in... Guess I'll offer the trade with the lizards. Does not change too much on my side. But gets rid of the one with area list, which might be nasty. They could also just block with the referee, so it doesn't matter too much. Keeps me off one extra blocker, which on this spot state might decide if I win or lose. Do they have a pump spell too? Oh, of course they have the lead. Come on. Who plays leave? This is such a weak card. Yeah. My opponent plays it. So, oof. Yeah. Getting punished for one greedy attack, so keep that in mind. Always keep a cool head. This was really nasty. Yeah, giving them the extra attack just drags me. I'll have to block now. So this sucks. This sucks really bad. All of their interaction at the right time. Me attacking at the worst time, and now I'm just dead on board. Can block here, take 6. Don't have any pressure. Don't know what I could draw from the top. I think I'm just dead. I'll pass for 1 extra turn. But I don't see the out. Louis was our out life gain wise. Other than that, I think the Clutter Cluster might be a possibility with the Weaver being a tapper. But if it only draw removal from the top, we're just dead on board. So yeah. The Flyers get the job done. If they top deck removal right away, we're just dead. Especially with that mana, I would definitely recommend you put this top to the upkeep here. And then surveil before you draw, so that you don't draw empty. Yeah, now I have to trade here, so even the Clutter Cluster play does not do too much for me. Could still attack with the Lizards though, if they don't have anything left to play. But because they just drew gas every turn. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Of course, they had everything. My misplay cost me the game there. So yeah. Then let's go Pick2-Draft, OM1 Puffs, and then go next. Today I get really, really bad luck. I'm omega sad. The opponent had the answers exactly at the right time. I'm so mad right now. But yeah. We only need 2 wins, so come on deck, please. The first loss is the most devastating one, that's for sure. So let's try that out once more. Yeah. Come on! Playing against bronze players. The bronze gods, come on. We're on the play once more. Got the Louis and the fixing, so it should be fine. A little bit of a non-bo between the Dreadfang and the Sun, but I don't care too much. As long as we can curve out, we should be fine. And the deck is awesome, it's so good. Don't want to go X into O and 2 would be devastating for me. So let's go search for the swamp here. Do they have the kitty cat? No, the shock. Okay. So I'll play the forest pass. Ooh, white red, interesting. Very interesting combination here. Play the Dreadfang. Next turn can go Fighter into San. Maybe Louis is a top end. Go to town. Crime Scene Instructor, my nemesis. You'd love to see it. Okay, opponent seems to be playing spiders. Might be white-red Gloria, maybe? Could see that with the modify. Ooh, and the Vigo. I think we should be able to win this game quite easy. So let's go ramp it up. can hit in with the Dread Fang first. If they want to shock and crime scene instruct, it's okay. Still got the Rampage for the Sora. Next time we can draw a million cards with the Vigo if we want to. Yeah. Yeah, there's the shock. That's totally fine. Sora being able to give their creatures a boost is what I don't like. Definitely want to play the Vigos though, so I think I'll keep it up. They missed one of the land drops already, so we are definitely in the driver's spot here. Could also ramp up a little bit more for the Luis. Get the second swamp with the San. And then just get a big life linker. They can only block with one creature, so this is good. So hit in with the fighter first, I would say. And then I think I slow roll the Vigo because he has haste. Then and web with the San here. Gives me the extra land, otherwise just playing the creature is also good enough. Could also just hardcast him. I think keeping up the tempo is worth it. So let's go San here, search for the second swamp. Keeping the prized fighter on board is good enough. It's good enough for me. Waha! Getting blinded by the lights. Come on, deck, please, 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 please. We want the wins. We want all of them. Playing straight up white-red. Very interesting to see. I think the only card in the whole set that would push me into white and red is definitely Gloria. Otherwise, I think the color combination does not have any synergy. So what can this be? I guess it will be the Lively Leap. Will not block here. We can beat for a lot of damage back, so that is fine. Can also draw a million cards now, so that's good. I think we'll attack first. See what they have. Definitely win the damage race here. So that's good. Ooh. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, there's the Lively Leap. So that's totally fine. Could slow roll the Louis, but I kind of want to raise a lot. So play our Pompous Pillager. Burn for 4 and pass. Louis also kind of fun with the Rhinos Rampage because it's a fight spell. So a lot of life to gain. 5 also good enough against the red removal because the best red spells only deal 4 damage. So that's nice. Ooh. Prime target for removal. Don't want to see that one around. Oh, double locking lizards is also quite nice. So we got some options here. I think we'll do it a little bit different. The extra life with the Louis is good, but not necessary. We need double green for the lizards. So play the Rhinos Rampage first. Target the Sun, getting rid of the Demera. Sun cannot really attack in the Restless Razorkin, so that's okay. Could have also attacked the Louis here, getting rid of the Razorkin. Still trade with both of the creatures, but I personally don't think it's worth it. Still raise them really, really tough. Next time you can go Vigo into 2 lizards scrolling, and that will be game. I think there is no white sweeper in the format, so this game should be easily ours. Yeah, so that's it. Nice. So play End of X Crossing, grow the board and go to town. We'll not sacrifice anything, I don't think we need to. So yeah, this is how I want the deck to perform. Was a little bit more of a beating, but yeah. I'll take that one. And we are also in an ad break, so I will be taking a short little restroom break. See you soon. Until then, have fun with the ads and also with the music. So everybody, I am back. Thank you so much for waiting and thank you for supporting the stream by watching the ads. Let's go back into the action. We are 1-1 so far in our OM1 drafties. Have an awesome green-red deck with a little bit of rare support, live support. So let's go and fight for the trophy because this deck is awesome. We need more wins. We need more gems for the avatars. So here we go. Here we go once more. Hope you enjoy the music too. And let's go and fight it out once more. This time we're on the draw. Screwed into red-black, but we've got the fixing with the Weaver. So if we hit at least another land, we should be fine with so much treasury. So let's hope and pray and play and live. Opponent also an Edge of Eternity drafter. You'll love to see it. Season Pass enjoyer. So play the Mountain Pass. Playing against white-blue once more. Ooh, Louis is good. Especially with the 2 swamps. Next turn we can ramp quite nicely with the favorite fighter. So the curve out will be glorious. Okay, opponent ramps 2. Might have to snipe his Arachnologist. Not sure about it, not sure about it. I think we still ramp up with the favorite fighter first. I need some pressure on bot. And they already have 3 different colors, so the modify is online. In any shape or form. Let's see how bad it will be. Next turn we can also play, if we hit our land drop, favorite fighter, make a treasure, play the previous lunge or the burst. So if they tap out, it should be good for us. Get some good board presence and some nice removal. So yeah, OM1 one of the sets where I say the Pick2-Draft definitely gives you a lot of insight and gives you the opportunity to draft a lot to learn more about pick orders and limited synergies. And salutations to you too, Monomusa. Thank you for ducking around once more. Always glad to see you. Ooh, we've got the Boris into Leyline Weaver wombo combo. Did not hit our land drop, which sucks. Otherwise, I'm really happy with where we are. They can block our favorite fighter only with 1 creature, so we should be fine. So I think we will just go to attacks first. See what they do. If they got some pump spell. Could play the Boris, just make it really, really big, which I kinda like. Gives us more treasure making in the future. Can play it like this. Tap the Spooder for the fighter first. Make more 3 Azures, untap. And then can bounce back the favorite fighter for the Boris and make it really, really big. So and wrap it like it's hot. Could have also gotten rid of some of their creatures. But I think this is a good deal so far. Ooh, what does Monomusa say? They had an idea of what deck to make, but the problem is that they don't know enough. They don't have enough wildcards again. Ooh, so instead made a new account. So you can build it with the account. What the heck? Path to Exile is in the set. Good to know. At least we get our second green source now. This sucks. Wasting some treasures only to get hit by Path. Did not know that Path to Exile is in this format. Ooh, that's obnoxious. That's really unlucky. So yeah, drop the forest and I think we'll have to drop the Leyline Weaver right now. Could also rebuild with the favorite fighter into the Dread Fang, which is okay. So maybe play it like this. Set up for Louis. And just go to turn next turn. Oi boy. Your deck is self-milled random reanimator. Ooh, nice. Oh haha, Angler Shield. That's a nasty one. I will definitely block the Clutter Cluster, that's for sure. No, dude, they have a fight spell too. Oh, come on, this sucks. This sucks really bad. This sucks really, really bad. Can play the Sekko, draw another card, which is nice. Can just play the Louis and get the big creature. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are empty-handed, so I think I played a little bit slower. Play the Sekko first, get some card advantage. They can pump the Clutter Cluster, which sucks. But it can only trade so far. I have to play some big stuff. If I want to race, I think the Louis is better. If I want to attack and gain some value, I think the Sekko is better than the Louis. So we've got 2 options, both of them are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can make the Louis 8, 7. Which is good enough, I would say. But I need 1 turn where it lives. Yeah, let's go crazy. Let's go play the Louis and pray that it lives. Get some life and pass for now. Okay, what does Monmusa say? You're also abusing the 5-3 jump-in tokens you get at the start of the game. Nice! Since there are a lot of good cards you get from jump-in, like Final Fantasy, you can get Traveling Choco, Cloud and Sephiroth. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. The only thing about the jump-in is I think it costs a little bit too much for the rares and mythic that it gives you. Okay, opponent dropped the land to let me know that they are empty-handed, which is nice. So now I've got all of time in the world to get rid of their good stuff. So let's go Perilous Lunge on their Clutter Cluster first. Adieu. Bye bye. Then we can remove their Layla and Weaver and go to town. This should be game. They can surveil, but they're dead. Louis gets the job done. We love to see it. You love to see it. Big advice from me, always keep your land in hand. If you don't have anything to play, it's not worth it to let your opponent that you're empty-handed. Empty-handed opponents are my most favorite delicious foods to devour. So here we go, once again. Ever so hungry for some trophies. Got wrecked in Neon Dynasty, but yeah, I think maxing out on for the OM1 Puffs might be my goal for this week. I'm a little bit greedy. Avatar, definitely nice to draft. But I think we will aspire for more greatness. So let's enjoy the last week of OM1 Puffs before it finally goes away. And we can enjoy a new, fresh format. So next turn we can play the Omega Awesomeness with Boris and Layla and Weaver. I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. So let's go. We could hit in for some damage, but I will instead make some mana. Go make some red and some greens. Play the Borizo. Bounce the Weaver. Get a big 6-5 on turn 3. You'll love to see it. And also get me some mana for Sachizak. So Spider.deck achieved. Love it. They've got the Morphling Shout. Unfortunate. We can still ramp up like champions, so it does not matter. So play another Weaver, so that if we hit our lands, we should be fine. Otherwise, just drop the hand and pray. So yeah, one of the main reasons why I'm drafting so eagerly OM1 Puffs right now. We have viewer battles on Saturday and Sunday, and I suck at constructed because I don't have 4 offs, only 1 offs, and OM1 Puffs is one of the easiest stats in my opinion to max out your collection. Also, by the way, I have to show you one of my standard brews. I have some really awesome standard brew for you all. So what do you want to play now? Could go for the Jizzak here. Clutter Cluster will be always awesome with the Web Weaver. But the good thing about the web weaver is it untaps so they can play the lurking lizards too. So let's get everything on board and then just go to town. Grow only the lurking lizards on board, but that's fine. Because we can attack now, and that's good. So yeah, it's turn 4 and I've already dropped my whole hand. You'll love to see it. Next turn we can go even wider with the clutter cluster. Oh. Ooh. Interesting to see that there are 5 free jump-in tokens. Did not know that one, Monomusa. Might have to check out jump-in too. I think I did not use the jump-in. Might be good beginner video for all of my new Magic players out there. I knew that the color challenge gives you some free uncommon and rare wildcards. But if the jump-in also gives you the option to get some of the better rares from the constructed sets, it's kinda nice. Ooh, opponent with the Scouring Storm Soul. So that's something. No fetch land in grave so far. So it's just nasty, not too bad for me. I think I'll go and hit him with the Chisok either way. Because Storm Soul will get bigger rather fast. Then go green. Blast it up and whip. Get the Weavers back. Make some tokens and pass. Storm Soul is really awesome for them because my creatures cannot block it. So at the moment I win at least the damage race somehow. But Storm Soul is the best win condition for green. Also with some extra counters from the modifiers. Oi, oi, oi. So yeah, this attack might have been a little bit greedy. Okay, they don't attack too much, that's good for me. Ooh, Vigo is nice. But I have no black, which sucks. Where are my Sans and the rest of the crew? I think I don't attack right now. We are already 2-2, so losing only 100 gems is okay. Would love to win some gems though. This deck is really good. Our position quite strong. Another platinum pleb. Basil is something I don't want to see. Taps down Chisok and hits for another 5. If I'm really honest, I might have to attack in. They have too much tempo. Ooh, that's a good one. So play the Perilous Lunge, Chisok on Storm Soul. No free attacks for you anymore. It is a fight spell, so I will have to slow roll 1 extra turn. But the defense is quite juicy. Especially with the Clutter Cluster and the Leyline Weavers. Spiders, we should have enough defense for their flyers. And yeah, my rares normally win me the game. So I just need 1 Swamp. Need 1 Swamp, play the Vigo, sacrifice maybe the Chisok. Was I'm 2-drop, draw a million cards and go to town. Oh no! They got the Cityscape. Oh, they are so lucky. So yeah, now I think I'll have to race with the Chisok. And the crew. Am I dead on return? Very close to. Don't have any good attacks, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll have to attack with the Chisok here and pray that it's good enough. Interesting. They offer everything. I will take this 3 for 1, thank you very much. So take the flyers, take the Basil. Make the way free for my small creatures. I'm on a 2-turn clock, so I'm dead next turn. Them top decking the Cityscape was so good. They are really lucky. But their deck looks also quite solid, so I'm not too sad. I love me some good competition. Okay, Monomusa has another good tip for you all. Jump-in is only worth it with the 3 tokens, since you get really good cards from Jump-in and Jump-in Final Fantasy. In normal Jump-in you get cards like Liliano, Roboroid, Radiant Lotus. And the Planet Lands, nice. Adds blue for each artifact. Me Took Massacre too. Ooh, there are some very good stuff. Ah! And I hit them with his Asylum. I'm so unfortunate. Oh yeah, I'm dead on bot. Doesn't matter. Unfortunate. I think they just go and attack in. So yeah, even the 3-for-1 with the Jizak. Oh, I needed just one extra turn to live. So that one extra attack with the Jizak here cost me the game because I did not block the Storm Soul for one good attack for them. This is unfortunate. Hi, boy. And the Stitches Wings too, okay. Yeah, they just have to right-click attack all. Does not even matter. We can block here with one of our reaches, but the Storm Soul gets the job done. Unfortunate. So yeah, this dog was as good as it can get. Only one bad attack just costs you the game, so keep that in mind. It can be quite swingy, especially if you draw empty and don't have your colors. So here we are back with the deck tech, and I'm personally really happy with how the deck turned out. As you can see, you can play Vigo in green-red and still go to town. Especially if you pick a lot of favorite fighters, which is my favorite common in the whole set. It's such a good card. Awesome on the defense, awesome on the offense, fixes your mana, ramps you up, all what you want. One of the best cards for green-based decks. Got the Vigo and the Louis, so Got enough fixing, but yeah, got a little bit screwed unfortunately in the last game. Nonetheless, we'll take the 800 gems and go again. Thank you so much, my awesome deck. We need more collection, so let's splurge! And go to the next one. So everybody, I am gem hungry, so I will go for another draft Human Puffs. I need some good collection to fight it out during our viewer battles. So if you want to fight me in some OM1 Puffs drafties, now is your chance to join the queue. We have still 2 seats left for some nice Pick2-Drafts, some nice rare drafties. And also it's quite nice because if you lose, you only lose half of the investment that you would have normally invested into a premier draft. So I think Pick2-Draft gives you more rares, less investment, and you can just have a lot of awesome decks and games in a very quick succession, which is really nice. So here we go. Premier drafts with a platinum pleb. Okay, let's see it. Who are we drafting with? With Shu, with Gidro, and with MW. Opened one of the not so good Resinifics in Arachnomania. Arcane Skyroad is okay. Love me the Scorpion Sting in the Karma slot and the Rhinus Rampage, so I think I'll go with the removal here. Could also pick the Asylum if you're feeling fancy. Untapped should work, for whatever reason it does not show on the interface. But yeah, I'll go for this thing and for the Rampage. Could also pick the Asylum. Arachnomania is not good because you have to cast these spells from anywhere else than your hand. And it does work sometimes. Sometimes maybe with Mayhem. Otherwise, it's just a 5-minute do nothing. So I go for the removal over the Prison Break and this thing, which would be a more color-sensitive pick. So what else do we have here? Got the Sidon Strike, got the Cityscape, got the Puller. Auras is okay-ish. Not so impactful. Got the Spectacular Tactics, which is nice. So the white removal looks quite good. This pack sucks. Kinda like the Cityscape for some good shenanigans. I think the Jizak a little bit better than the Auras. Auras can be still quite nice to enable some attacks, but otherwise the white removal just a little bit better overall. So I think we'll stay open this draft, just pick the removal and see where it leads. Yeah, there's the Surus, that's awesome. So we can go into some modifiers and web shenanigans. Pick the Surus, maybe the Instructor or the Margot. Have a good white base, so I think the Marco and the Sorius are a good start. Yeah, and there's the Kuminoso. Okay, I'm sold. Go Kuminoso and maybe Vision over Aces, although I like the Aces being offensive and defensively good. Vision, though, a common that you should not sleep on. It's such a good turn 2 play, and if you get some counters on it, it just wins you the game right away. So what else do we have? Like the areas in blue-white, so that's good. Not a big fan of the Edsley, it's a little bit too expensive and unimpactful. But the Arcanus Rod giving us a good tempo play and also being a modify for the Kuminoso is quite nice. So we'll pick that one. Also, we don't have to be in pure blue-white, we could also go green-blue or green-white, just splash one of the other colors. So white at the moment our main color. And we definitely see the modify stuff, so that's okay. Mirata, unfortunately in limited, not really playable. Got the eccentric arachnologist. Could just pick more evasion. The instigator. The instructor is good. Vision is nice. If you want to go more green and splash the blue good cards, could also go with the arachnologist, which also gives counters for modify. Could also just pick another Rhinos Rampage, which is normally not good enough in the pure modify shells. But could be still okay-ish to play. So if we want to pick power, I think we go Rampage Instructor. Still not sure if we go green-white or blue-white. Because there we have Morphling Shroud. Terrific team-up, which is awesome. The modified creature is normally a little bit too small. Rod giving us a pump and reach is kinda nice. So I like it a lot. I think I let the team up go, pick the Rod and the Shroud here. Rod, unfortunately, a bad top deck, but so is the team up, so it doesn't matter too much. Still not sure about the Chosen by Valgabov. Don't know about that card, but the Darwal is awesome. We could try it out. If we hit some Serena, should be kinda nice. So removal wise, we're looking quite good so far. Looks more like green-white at the moment, so our Arachnologist double is definitely something that I enjoy. Also keeps us open for some fixing if we need it. Chosen by Valgabov can get a lot better with the rods though. I will try and table it. So now we have the tactics. Web Keepers can be good in board stalls. Arachnologist otherwise fixes us. Could take also the Aerialist if you want to go a little bit more blue-white tempo. Fly over the opponents. Web Keepers a little bit undervalued in my opinion. So I think I'll take the Web Keepers over the Arachnologist here. Could still see us play the blue. Did I get my cards? Yes. Okay. Okay, as you can see, green goes around. So I think blue will be splash. Also very late Arachnologists. Not a big fan of the Scuttle City, but the Valet is definitely what I want with some web. So I think I'll go for the Valet and the Aces here. Yeah, and the paste revealing is also a good sign. Naya. Naya being base red is a little bit unfortunate. Rampage, I don't know. Don't need it right now. Pastry is awesome. If you want to just pick the rares and mythics, I go with the Naya just for the collection and the tactics here. So that's good. Other than that, we have a very good green-white start with some blue bomb rares and mythics uncommon, so that's good. If you play blue-white and splash the red, it might be possible, but I don't know. I will definitely not be base red. Ooh, Imposter Syndrome in blue. If you get some damage in, it's so good. So I love the Imposter Syndrome. It's one of the best cards in blue. Double blue on the splash, a little bit strange. But yeah, we can still cut the green, just go blue-white. We are main white here. And Imposter Syndrome being a 6 mana do nothing. Not even that, if you have some creatures on board, it's good. I think Tactics just always awesome, Snatchback is too. City Pigeon's one of the best enabler for the end webs. Got also the custom closet if you want to distribute some counters. So it's either the closet or the syndrome. I think I'll go for the closet over the 4th Tactics. Ooh, now the pigeons and the vision. That's nice. Could also go for the chariot here. Our green, really mediocre. So I think I'll just go blue-white, good stuff. Self-mill a little bit strange, so I think I'll go pigeons and pastry. Yeah, now the hidden mundanity in the double, or just go 3 color land in the double. We have a lot of good removal already. Oh, might only get out-tempoed by the go big decks, so I think the tactics is quite nice. Otherwise, the hidden mundanity quite good if you play a lot of flyers. So go double and retreat here. Get myself some good fixing and some rares. Now we've got the pastry and the orcs. Could also go for the experiment. I personally like me orcs. If you play against removal, it's better than the experiment. Yeah, now another tactics and the pigeons, yeah. This is an awesome blue-white deck. We'll cut the green here. Just go nuts. Just have the 1 green land with the urban retreat. Will not play any green, I think. Ridgeline can also be quite nice to push some damage through in the air. So might play the ridgeline and some dual color fixing. So what can we do? What will we cut? How are we looking with the removal? I'm not too happy, but yeah, the spectacular tactics wheeled twice, so that's awesome. One of my favorite cards. I have a lot of pastry, I have a lot of pigeons, some instructors, so our 1-drop, 2-drop slot looks good. Double is awesome. Cut the weaver here. Webkeepers as a finisher for all of our flyers is awesome. Can cut the valet, we only have the double, and with 2 pigeons, 2 doubles, I think we're quite good. Kuminoso draws us a million cards. Imposter Syndrome doubles our flyers, so that's something. Could cut back on the custom closet. Pastry replacing itself is pretty nice. Could shave also 1 or 2 free strider aces. But I think the creature slot looks good so far. So if we feel fancy, we could just shave a Skyrod. Could shave maybe an ace. Could shave the webkeepers, but it being able to pump the whole board is kinda nuts. Maybe get the aces out because there's not much value. Double maybe a turn 1, turn 2 play. Got the 2 drops, got the pump. Got the orcs to get all of our good stuff. Have a lot of spiders. 5 at that, so that's good. And then could shave either pastry or the closet. I think we don't need the closet. I might add it back into the deck. More GQ. No, this is pure Premier Draft. Already did the midweek magic event. If you did not do it, it's Phantom Bot Draft. So you can do some Omen Puffs also on midweek magic. It's definitely an option. I think Ridgeline is worth it. With the double blue and double white, I'm not so sure though. It might screw my mana base a little bit too much. But sometimes wins me the game if flying heroes get through. I'm not sure if I need it though. Maybe cut the ridgeline, get a colored source in. Do it like this. I think this might be better. So let's go into some games. Before that, for everyone who might have missed it, we have still for some hours left the Phantom Bot Draft Midweek Magic. If you want to see my draft deck Monomusa, there it is. This has been my villains deck. Was quite nice. I think we've gone 3 in 2. And then I've got my cosmetics and my rare white cards. Had the Hexophon Death. Started with Neak and Cavero, which was kinda crazy. And then just got past all of the good villains. I think Hexophon Death was also wheel on Impact 2, which was kinda crazy. But other than that, yeah, you can draft, take your time. I will get me my gems. I need some more gems and all of the rares that I can get. So let's go, game number uno. Blue, white, modify this. So, this should be fine. We are on the play, got the instructor, the top end. Yeah, just need the rest of our deck. So drop the planes first, because I know that I fumble when I'm getting a little bit timid. Drop the island and the instructor. Still want to curve out a little bit more. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Drop the island so to signal at least the counter spell. Could offer the trade, but I want to get the value with the instructor here. They can hit in for 4. We'll drop the planes and pass for now. Margo is scary. So we're playing the modify mirror match here. Data Scrubber also kind of good for the Margo. Can hit us for 4. Oh. So let's see how we do this. That's a lot of pressure. They curved out perfectly. Ooh, Kumanosu is nice. So play the island, play the Kumanosu. I think we'll get the counter on the crime scene instructor. Then we hit in for 3. They can double block, but I think they will just let me... Ooh, they don't even let me draw a card. That's a really good tempo play for me. And also a big Kumanosu. I think they might have a bounce. If you live long enough, we can go to town with our awesome late game, but I think they are just too fast. Hidden Mundanity is okay. I think I'll have to play the Oix and then the Imposter Syndrome. Double is kinda nice. So play the Oix here and pray that we can double her up. Got all of the tactics in the world, but only 1 Shroud and 1 Sunstrike. Otherwise I have no answer for the Margo. Still think we have enough removal in the deck, so they just had the perfect curve. And no life gain so far. Okay, Clutter Cluster for some defense. So yeah, they can just out-tempo me here really, really bad. Losing to a Marco on turn 3. I hate it so much. This sucks. If I play the Imposter Syndrome, they block. I think I'll do it like this. I'll attack with the Ox first. I need some removal for the Marco, otherwise I'm just dead. So mirror the land. Pigeons is nice, but it's not the spider, unfortunately. And do they have the Sunstrike too? Come on. What do they have? Oh, I'm stupid. This was a punt. Should have given... Yeah, it was no punt. Kumanosu does not have an ability. It did not even matter. So yeah, I can play the Darbal. They have definitely some interaction. Can protect him at least. But I will get at the very best 1 extra turn. Might just be dead on board right now. Depends on what they have. Kumanosu is good. Especially because it triggers whenever a modified creature deals damage. And Margo has double strike, so they draw at least 2 with the Margo here. But I think this was a misplay, they should have given the counter to the Margo. Even if I bounce her or remove her, they still got the Komonosu at the cluster. But yeah. Can't block the cluster here. I can choose whatever they want to remove. I can get rid of the Komonosu here, which is kinda nice. So I think they will get rid of the double. I can give it a counter. Kinda want to get rid of the Komonosu though. Don't want them to draw a million cards. So I think we'll have to play it like this. And trade the double in. And pray that they hit something good from the top. Patience is really nice, but it comes a little bit too late. Yeah, there's another tactics. Do I need double white? I don't think so. I want to play all of my stuff. So let's get some removal off the tap. Pump the orcs. There's a Sunstrike, nice. Okay, we live. We live at least for another turn. Will not mill here. Strike goes only on attacking or blocking creatures. So I have to pass like this. If they have removal for the orcs, I'm just dead on board. Otherwise we live. If they have protection for the Marco, we die. So play the Sunstrike and pray that it's good enough. No, they have the protection. Okay, it did not matter. Always play to your odds. They've got the identity, so hexproof it up. Very nice. Oh, so as always, getting wrecked by the golden and bronze gods. Love to see it. The fresh sprouts showing us oldies the way. Nonetheless, I think the deck is good. Let's go again. Tactics is, in my opinion, a good stuff card, but unfortunately, we need to come out. Maybe should have picked the Hide Mundanity to get a little bit more hard removal. Hard removal is quite important in this format. As you can see, just the one extra power or one less power decides if I live or die. Nonetheless, the format is so fun. So I think we're in a good spot. So we are on the draw no more, we are on the play, and we have the pastry into the Weaver and some good shenanigans. So I think we are set up for greatness. Weaver only needs to live for 3 turns and then it should be fine, so no touchy please. Playing against 2-drop Shakur. Another Platinum Plap. And also a white player. Ugh. So let's see if it's another mirror match. Whatever will it be. Next turn we got some interesting indecisions. We could pump up the aerialists. But with only the citizen on board, I think I go aerialists into Darbal. Get me more creatures on board. So hit in for 2. Then enweb it. Should be able to enweb. Yeah. Enweb for double white. Aerialist comes back. Get the 3/3, get the 2/2. Next turn, get the card draw, the flyer, the pump. Everything! Ah! We get everything! I love it! I love it so much. Ooh, what does Monomusa say? You just had the most stressful match ever against Mono Blue Mill. Ah! They had Water Crystal while you had Ice Tail. So you couldn't play any land, so you would have milled 5. With only 40 cards left in the deck. Oh, especially tough and limited, but also quite tough in Brawl. You won since you got Sir Conrad and burned them for game. Nice! Sir Conrad plus the self-mill is kind of fun too, to hear. That is pretty awesome. So, we've got our 5th land, so the Diligent Wreck Keepers will do their duty. I will give the Aerialist flying now. See if I can tempt the opponent to make a double block. It seems that they have some pump spell, for whatever reason. So if they want to double block, I will trade with the Darball. Otherwise, I am quite interested to see what pump spell they will play. Might also just be a 2 for 2. I think this is Spider Arms, extra arms, yeah. So unfortunately I missed the extra one here because of the pastry, which sucks. Otherwise I could have blown them out really, really good. But yeah, now they eat my Darball. Cannot do anything against it. Because Wonder Weave has Ward 2, so pass for now. Extra arms only gives strength and power and toughness, so yeah, I could have also only attacked with the aerialist here. But this would have been their only trick that they could play against me. Always have a little bit of a look at the timeouts and the... what's it called? Priority exchange. Ooh, Physic, that's a good one. Got the answer for it in hand, so it's okay. I think I slow roll my removal a little bit against the Modify Mirror. Would have loved to give the Darball another pump. Opponent also with 5 color shenanigans, or 4 color at least. So mono white, and then the splashing green and all the other colors. Well, this sucks. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Can still try to raise them. Not sure if it works though. Definitely have to play the tactics right now while they tapped out. Oh no, I can only play it next turn. This sucks. Can I raise them? Can I win? 3, 6. Can hit for 5 now and try it like this. I can make a strange decision here. For 4 down to 7. Or for 5 down to 6. Keep up the tactics, play it as removal or as pump. I think we'll have to do it like this. Pump up our aerialist, hit in, see what they have. If they don't strike me on board, I might be able to win with the aerialist next turn. Let's see if this is too greedy. This is a tough one. That's totally fine. So get hit for 8. For 7. Oh, if they have a reach, I'm so sad. This is a greedy play. And of course they have the perfect out here. Fudge my life. Oh, I'm dead on board because of the spiders. This sucks. Oh, this was so greedy. This was so freaking greedy. This sucks so bad. This was a very unnecessary 0-2. Ah, pure sadness. This was pure stupidity. But we did not draw anything. Yeah, their grow and extra arm was pretty good. So yeah, what did we learn from this draft? Modify is good, the deck looks awesome, so I'm not too sad about the draft. The games were horrendous because we got smacked by the Modify Mirror match twice. And they, yeah, had the better draws from the top, I would say. Also in the second game I was a little bit too greedy with the aerialist. trying to close out the game, but the opponent just drew nuts. So we would have been dead either way in 1 or 2 turns. Other than that, definitely pick your hard removal high. Otherwise you might get wrecked by some good rares and mythics. So let's get our pity gems and go again. We still have a little bit to burn. Another Omen Puffs, another Drafty. Here we go. Another Omen Puffs draft. Other ties right around the corner. On my alt account Perilous Pit, I already maxed nearly all of my resin mythics in Omen Puffs out, so that completion goes ever so high. But on this free-to-play account, the toddler account, as Marathon42 says, we still have to play some games. So if you want to join me, want to smack me, earn yourself some some easy rewards, join me in draft. As you can see, we only need 4 players. And now is your chance to beat the streamer once more in Limited. Other than that, I think personally Through the Omen Paths definitely the best set in years to max out a set rather quickly. It's a little bit boring because it's a very tiny set, but especially for new free-to-play players, it's really easy to get a really solid collection. Power level in the set is also quite nice. The flavor is unfortunately all over the place, but that will not hamper me too much. So what do we have here? Detect Intrusion is kinda interesting. Love me the tier, so that's for sure. Not the biggest fan of Yeri and Oski, but 1 mana and web can be quite strong if you have some tap shenanigans going on. So we can go the villain route, take the tier, take the Scorpion Sting. Can get the web going with the Yeri Oski double combo. Could also pick the favorite fighter. I think this time I'll go with a little bit of a villain's opener, see where I lead. Because TL is pretty strong. Ooh. And Uhara is one of the better payoffs for the villain's deck. Or better set for the Mayhem deck, so that's good. So pick the Uharis in the Scorpius Aims here. Keep myself open, maybe splash the Uharis, otherwise I'm happy to get it from my collection finally. It's an awesome, if not really, one of the best commanders in Brawl. So that's something. Other than that, in green we have the Urban Retreat and the Clutter Cluster, so then Web deck also gets some goodies. But I think I'll go with the power here. Scorpius Aims is middling. Urban Retreat, kinda nice to have. But I think I'll go with this. Okay, now we see another good stuff for the web cards. Might maybe pivot into green. When I see this, I'm really excited. Other than that, for our villains start so far, we could go Knife Trick and Asylum. I think I'll take the Fringe pick in green here because I see so many good green cards. But normally I would definitely recommend you stay your lane as much as possible. The Kazuo is okay, but sometimes a little bit too slow. Mansion and Cityscape are just good if you want to splash something. So we'll try it like this. See how far we come. Okay, another favorite fighter, a very late favorite fighter if I'm really honest. And that for the Mayhem and for the Uharis Wombo combo, we've got the Lava Born Goblinus, which is kind of nice. Also the Snatchback. I think I'll go with the Goblins and with the fighter though. I think the green has something in it. Might be a mispick on my side because Uharis is just busted. Yeah, I got the Lookout and the Wardens here. Maybe stay open into red-green or into Madness. We need the blue for the Uharis though, so that's something. What do we have here? If we want to go in web, Alessos and Pras is nuts. Wisecrack is awesome. Spectral Restitching. Not sure about that one in blue. Can be a good tempo card. Also awesome with all of the ATBs. So quite nice. I think Restitching is something that's pick worthy. Can pick the Wisecrack or the Alessos and Pras. So far I'm still not sure if I want to go green or not. I think having some removal at least is very good. Unless Impress is just busted in web, so that's something. I think power level wise it's better than the Wisecrack. But with what we have so far, we might still have to go into red. So this is a tough one. Did not see too much white. I think I'll pick it like this. Now we have the supportive parents, which fixes in any direction. And that the pack looks a little bit weak. Not too many good black cards, unfortunately. Comet trick wise, we're not too bad set up. So I think I'll pivot into green here. Like the green cards a little bit more than the rest. Could go green red. Could just go green black and play a little bit fringe. Something like this. Not too excited about it though. This draft is a little bit tougher than the rest so far. What do we have here? We've got the Dread Fang and the String Puller, which is good. Got the Snatchback and the Look card if we want to stay in blue. Maybe just jam Haris and see where we lead. Not so happy with the removal in blue and red though. So Haris always a little bit tough. Might have been a little bit too entranced by the green cards. Whoops, but I think I'll try it. Yeah, red is definitely open. Can play some mayhem with green. And that we also have the Oix now. So blue-red's still not completely off the table. But this is a really tough draft right now. I think the cat is good. Go for the cat and the Wisecrack here. Shock is awesome on the wheel. Not a fan of Carriage of Dreams. Symbiosis can be good enabling in black. And also gives menace, which is quite nice. Still, I think I'll go for the Tefix here. It's just a really good, big, burly creature. Yeah, another Kefon and the full fort blue. So the red flows, the blue not so much. Angler Shield would be awesome. Got the Sun and the Burst. I think black is off the table for me. Don't like this as much. Could go still green-red, splash the Haris, so that's good. Power level wise, I think Sun and Death Burst is good. Angler Shield is just a busted card. Not sure if I can play it though with what I have here. I think this is a collection pick over everything. Could just go for the remover. Pick the shield. Pick the burst. It's on 2 splash colors, but I don't want to play against it, so I think I just hate pick here. Otherwise the Sun also good. Run is unfortunately unplayable in Constructed. It's a house in Limited, it's badge. I think the Sun and the Mansion is good. Black is just mediocre. I think I just take the fixing here as much as possible. Although Sting is a really good combat trick, not gonna lie. Yeah, try it like this. Yeah, there's a Lost in Lijara, so the blue definitely good for us. Leyland Weaver awesome to ramp us up. Could also wheel the Arala. Got the favored fighter. Might be able to do some very strange fixing. Sekau is awesome, Cityscape, number 2 is good. I will take the Nightclub though. Fixes me into blue and red right away. Also can be played with Mayhem, which is awesome if you have some discard. Still not sure about the Kitten. Not sure about the Kefont. Carriage is a no-no. Warden's normally no filler. No hard removal for us, which sucks. Gravestone can be a solid filler. Otherwise really good in blue-black. Yeah, there's the Kefon and the Kifni. Kefon kinda nice because it's a combat trick and a creature in one. A little bit concerned about our early game, but we have some really good removals, so it should be fine. So yeah, this draft was a little bit strange. Okay, let's get the deck done, and then we'll have a shot with ad break once more. So, what do I want to cut? I think the kittens can go, the scout can go, the rest looks awesome. Asylum in black, got the nightclub for blue and the cityscape, some islands, got also the sun on free, and the parrots, so I think I'll only play at maximum 2 islands if we get milled. Ad break is starting, so I think we'll get another green source in. Playing, main red, okay. Maybe get the extra red source in. But our fixing is mainly in green, so I think the extra green is more worth it. This will be our deck. Ad breaks going on right nice, so enjoy the music and I'll see you in 3 minutes. Then we draft some more. But yeah, because not everyone has 3 minutes of ads, I think I will stay with you all. Some of you might see 1 minute, some of you might see nothing. So cheers to you, replenish yourself, and then we go into some drafties. I'm back. Or was I ever away? We don't know, we don't know. Last 15 seconds of ads, and then we go into the drafties. Deck so far looks nice. Not sure about the blue splash, but I will at least try it out. We've got some really good rares. So welcome back everyone who endured the ads. We have a deck, and it looks quite juicy. So I think Lost in the Shadow definitely worth it. Want to try out the researching, and the Uharis with some mayhem can be quite nice. It's normally a turn 4 play at the very earliest, so I'm not so sure. We got some good discard. Unfortunately, Uharis trigger only comes really to shine with some mayhem, and we only have the Deathflame Burst. So might still be worth it to cut the Uharis and just go to town with some more awesome green and red spells. Got the Kitten, got the Scout the City, which can be a filler for our blue cards otherwise. But we'll give it our best and see how far we come. So here we go. Type Kritja and non-Kritja. Get our screenshot done for the Discord, and then let's go to some games. Get some ambience going, and here we go. Depending on our win rate, this might be the last draft of the day, but I still go for the trophy nonetheless. But this was a jank draft, that's for sure. I think the quality was okay, but seeing black being cut so hard was a little bit tough for me. Would have loved to play a little bit more villains. Also let a little bit too much in web go through. Otherwise we could have definitely gone just green, white, blue in web once more. So yeah, we have all of our mana, perfect curve out, keep that as is. Got the Fanatic, which is awesome with a web because you can just tap it with a creature. Otherwise just curving out is still okay-ish. Turn 3 natural John, you'll love to see it. So that's awesome. Oh, and with the speedster, nice. So drop the forest pass. Normally if you play red I would recommend you play in mountain just to signal that the opponent might be in for a good shock. But otherwise, yeah. Mind games are not always necessary in Magic. Ooh, playing against white-black, that's interesting. So seems like a Wither deck. Some Wither villains. We'll be going in with the Fanatic here. And I think we'll ramp up a little with the Sun. Get ourselves another green source. Also upgrading our aggression in the process. Okay. Ooh, there's the Uharis. You'd love to see it. So play the mountain, play the Uharis. I think we could also go favorite fighter. But I kinda want to Death Flame burst the Leon in here. And even without any support, Uharis is still a 2 mana double strike vigilance 2-3. So that's awesome as is. Okay, there's the Muffling Shot. Removal Magnet Uharis does it once more. We just try and curve out, I would say, so let's play the favorite fighter first. Drop into the full throttle Fanatic. And then just go to town with the Sun. So yeah, white-black, interesting color combination there. I think you can play white-black villains or self-mill, but I don't think it's too good. We're playing red-green, whoops, and blue. I don't think it's ramp, but it's definitely a lot of value. Platinum tier, number 2. You love to see it. You love to see it. Every extra tier gives us 1 more extra pack, so that's good for our free-to-play series. Let's go and do that once more. Still not sure about the double blue. I think 1 extra island might be good enough for a splash. But the better we fixed our mana, the better it is. Ooh, another Uharis hand. Got the shock here now. Some engine into shock into Uharis is kinda okay. Are on the draw this time. Okay, upon with the cityscape. Uharis with Kefon also kinda nice, so I'm definitely liking what I see there. Can only play him on turn 4, so keep that in mind. Okay, Web Weaver, Fate Weaver. I think I'll shock that one. Don't want them to get any good legends from the deck. Playing the mirror match. Very early Romantic Rendezvous. Kinda nuts to see them discarding the Rampage there. So keep up the Wisecrack pass for now. Next time we can play Uharis. Kinda want to keep them off the mana and they're fixing, so I think I'll go for the... so. Okay, fudge. Don't mind me. We discard our removals because we are the Panthers. This sucks. Especially in the mirror match, the hard removal is the most important thing. This was a big oopsie from my side. Discarded me for 3 mana and 0 reason. Learn from my mistakes. I hate it. And the favorite fighter now. Nice. This is instant speed. Discard, so that's good. Ooh, got the island too. Let's see what the opponent does. We can play the Kev on instant speed. If they don't want to block, I will just play the fighter. Get my big stuff on board. So slow the Kev on here, ramp it up. And we've got the win with the restitching. If you get enough pressure on board, you can just exile the whole cards and go to town. So pass for now. But yeah, favorite fighter would have been an awesome wisecrack target. So unlucky. Always with the greed and the stupidity. So yeah. Ooh, red thing too. That's nice. I will gladly take the 4. No trades from me. Question is, do we have the win right now? One Kefon gives us 10 damage, 14. Another Kefon would win. We still need a little more pressure, but then we should be fine. So, is this good enough? We need to play this stitching for 2, have 2 mana left. Nah, it's not good enough at the moment. Would love to play the goblins, but I have to keep up the Kefon here. They might also just trade with the dread thing. So depending, if I want to push through damage, got some options. So let's do it like this, just attack, see what they do. It will always be a trade creature for creature, so that's something. So that's fine-ish. Yeah, I think we'll have to do it like this. Play the Lava Bomb Goblinos. Keep the pressure strong. Got Sekao. That's bad news, but if I hit the land drop, they're just dead on board. So I think I'll just take the 10 here. Oh, I don't even need it, I just get rid of their Sekao. Spectral Restitching returns exile cards to the battlefield at end step, so that's good enough. So play the stitching for x equals 1. So that I don't make too many stupid mistakes. Pay the green and the blue, that's fine. Drop the Kefon, pump the Uharis. Come on. And back in for lethal. Just to see Uharis doing his duty, we go for the shock too. Nice. Uharis gets the job done, you'll love to see it. 2-0. 2-0, ever so close to trophy. Oh, the win percentage of Yor going strong. 50-50 as always. Oh, okay. The spectral restitching is nice. Ooh, and Radstein. Love me another honest Radstein. Cool, yo. Let's go again. Let's go again. Ooh, Teferi Avatar. This will be a tough one. Okay, we've got all of our mana. We've got the big boys. So that's nice. We are on the draw. So let's see how good it will be. Play the mountain and do some mind games. Or not. Full control did not work. Play the Fnatic and pass. They have the Sting, I guess. Of course they have. So that's totally fine. We can curve out, which is awesome. So play the island, play the wardens. Let's see how much removal our opponent plays. Warden's also kinda nice to cycle us a little bit for our deck. Don't think we need the extra blue. Have the double red and the double green. So I might drop the landscape. Not sure about it right now. Could just drop the forest too, just fetch out. Could just drop the string pull if I'm really honest. Don't even have to sacrifice anything. So play it like this. Mountain so that I can double red. Then go to town with the wardens. And enable our awesome mayhem shenanigans. Draw another card. Let's see if they want to block. They don't. Interesting. So that's good for us. Play the string puller pass for now. Next turn can play the Caphon. And also cycle through all of our lands in hand. Yeesh, we are the landlord of MTG. The Knight of Yore going strong. Ah, I love to see it. Ah, Teal, my beloved. Teal is such an awesome card. Signpost uncommon for villains, and it's so good. It's so lovely. Okay, look out. So maybe some mayhem shenanigans from your opponent too. Also, Teal plus Knife is so busted. Flying Lifelink Vigilance. Key soup. Keyword soup.deck. Yeah, and have to eat the 4. Would love me some shop from the top or some removal. We have 2 of those, so that's an option. They've got the Caress. Cannot do anything against that. I have to eat the damage. Ooh, favorite fighter is nice. Warden's still good in block, so I think we'll play it like this. Drop the forest, play the fighter, keep up the red, and stay on defense for now. We'll definitely block the Teal here, that's for sure. If they have an experiment, he gets a boost by 2, but the Caphon gives a boost by 3. So I think solid 2 for 1 is always worth it. Of course. No, that's a big burly boy. Guess he exiles the Teal. Yeah, Teal be gone. We are really the landlords of MTG, what the heck? I've only drawn lands so far. What the heck? So yeah, drop the Caphon. Hit in with the favorite fighter, but it doesn't matter against the life game. Oh boy. We are already 2-0, so it doesn't matter too much for me. Would love me some winning draft though. Just going even loses us a little bit too much gems. But this deck is by far the worst of the 3 that I've drafted today. I think the Neo Dynasty draft was a little bit worse, but yeah. Power level wise, we have all the mana in the world, but nothing else to do. Nothing left to lose. Keyword soup.deck. Can trade with the Osor. Or with the Cavero. I don't think that they will double block. With the Cavero, they just take the damage or block with the Osor. Depending on their hand, this attack might kill me even faster. And they draw a million cards too. Oh, yoy. Sun is nice, but it's just a lot more lands, so it doesn't matter too much for me. Yeah, I cannot really attack, so I'll just play the Sun. Full price it is. Could tap down with the supported parents, get me some treasures, but I don't need extra mana. I don't really need it. This is obnoxious. Tiele into Cavera. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll take it. Okay, nice. Opponent wrecks me with their 8-8, so I have to jump block here. Also, House that grows hungry. Really awesome, remove a spell. I lost the Licharo a little bit too late. I'm so sad right now. But at least we can have a look at the top. Yeah, it did not even matter. Let's showcase a little bit of our deck. Play the Sun once more. Can search, can shuffle. As you can see, we've seen nearly all of our lands. So let's drop our last mountain and go to town. I think we are 2-1, so we still have the chance to redeem ourselves. I want the winning record, and then I think we'll do some zero budget brawl to end the stream. If you want it. My lovely lurkers. Oh, let's give it one more try. Tiele, my beloved, betrayed me this time. But we'll do it good once more. So this hand looks awesome. We are on the play too, so that's really good. Not sure if I want to drop the nightclub. I think mansion into mountain into nightclub might be better. Uharis can come down on turn 4. We have some 2-drops. No, we don't have any 2-drops that need the green right away. So we could also go nightclub into mansion, keep up the shock. So that's good. Hand looks fine. Kinda like it. So I think we'll drop the nightclub here. Although it also has mayhem. I think just getting the blue on board is good. Keeping up the shock, getting the taplins out of the range and just curve out. With a little bit of removal is top notch. Ooh, prime target for my shock, you love to see it. Burn spell is also really awesome at instant speed with Uharis. The double strike can be such a blowout for the opponents. So next turn I can decide if I want to play Uharis or Favorite Fighter. Kinda want to curve out with the Favorite Fighter into the Sekao. And the opponent might have a counter spell here, so I'm not so sure what I want them to see. I think I'll just drop the spider here, see what they do. Might be a Drake's Interception. Instead it's a back 2, okay, that's fine. Okay, Gororel, that's bad for me. Don't want to waste my removal for the Gororel here. I think I still attack. Double spell Uharis into throttle, and that's good enough. Let's just get some pressure. Could still Death Lane burst if I really want to. This is free removal for them. Good uptrade. Pros and cons everywhere. I think trading the burst for the Goro Realm might have been better. Because it's spell for permanent and not permanent for permanent. If you value your cards, normally permanents are way higher on the totem pole, on the tier list, than the spells. But sometimes you need the spells for some cards that you cannot answer with your creatures, so... Depending on if you're in the defensive slot or in the aggressive slots, you have to prioritize and value your cards a little bit different. So don't break your head too much on this little problem. Could give the fight the haste, but I want the 7 mana for the Sekau. So I think we gamble for another land from the top. Heights and Mundanity, okay. Bond races. Ooh. We will gladly race with you, opponent. I find the Sekau artwork so cool. Yeah, going nuts. Come on! No removal, no Dachi. Only defense opponent. I want my win. I want it now. Okay, Osori's fine. Osori's A-okay. I think we'll get rid of the Vector right now. Unfortunately, no instant speed shenanigans. They have only 6, so I could still attack and slow roll my removal. Maybe just surveil here. I think we'll do it like this. Attack with the Sekau. Does not cost me anything, gives me everything. Opponent down to 4 is good. We'll surveil and have a look at the top. Team up is awesome, so that's good. Team up should be able to secure our win next turn. It's also instant speed, which is nuts. Okay, that's game. That, my dear opponent, is game. Hits in with the Vector, that's greedy. Counter plus Surveil is fine, but I don't know any 1 mana spell in black that would save you here. So the Osor unfortunately can block, but it doesn't matter too much with the team up here. So we go get rid of the Crobble. We need 1 less blocker. And we've got the team up here giving us 2 lethal attacks. Get rid of the Vector. Just go to town. And draw another card too. Can drop the Dread Fang too. So yeah. Nice! Winning record achieved. Now it's getting spicy. Last game of this draft, and if we win, we earn us a lot of gems, so let's pray. Cross your fingers, everybody. This is the big jump from 1000 to 1300. Potentially earning another 40% of your investment back is so good. Pick2-Draft is so nice. Muselmann. I know that one. On the play with the perfect hand. Come on, this has to win. Please deck, please, please, please. This hand has to win. This is nuts. Got the turn to Weaver, into the Sun, into the Ligiara. We could also play the Ligiara first and then double up the Sun or the Uharis. So that's crazy. On the play. On the play, nonetheless. So this opener looks juicy. Juicy Lucy. Om nom 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 nom. So drop the Mountain, drop the Weaver. Got the Wombo combo of the Weaver and the Web here, which is nice. Playing against white, okay, that's scary. I will definitely go nuts. Play the Lost in Ligiara. I think we need one extra land just in case on top. Otherwise we don't need the cityscape, so I think I'll drop it. Dreadfang I like, so I think I'll keep it where it is. Do it like that. Will not attack because I don't want to run into a strike. Sudden strike would be really bad for us here. It's turn 4, so I can copy the Uharis now. Which is kind of fun. Could also double up the Sun, ramp us up even more. So we've got some good options. Question is, do we want the Uharis or the Sun doubled up? I think the Uharis is a little bit more worth it. So play the Uharis first. Because it got double strike, it's also awesome when the third chapter of the Lost in Ligiara hits. So play Uharis first. Double it up. Then tap for green. Sun it up too. Bounce the Weaver. Dreadfang will be going away, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Search another red. And this is a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure on turn 4, you love to see it. Also with the Wisecrack backup, so the opponent cannot even block profitably. So, nom 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 nom. So that's easy, baby GG. Let's go Uharis and draw a million cards. Got also the Lava-born Goblin Nose too, to hit for even more damage. This is nuts. Value, om nom nom. Oh, om nom 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 nom. Yeah, that's a good session. Lost in Ligiara. That's bonkers. Oh. So at the very least we got this one trophy draft for today, so that's fine. Love to see it. And another white card. Ooh, Rammelgard guy. Captain is nice. Oh. Yeah, that curve out was really nasty. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it so much. Just awesome. So here we go, here we go. That's okay, that's fine. So everybody, here we are back with the deck review. We did it! Hooah! We got the trophy. You love to see it. So what do I think about the deck? The draft went quite smoothly, I would say. The pivot from the villain start into the red-green was quite intense, especially after pack 2. But I think we had some really awesome cards with Uharis, with the Spectral stretching, which won us 3 of our 4 games. Lost of Lejara was a big player in the last one. I think especially with the San being able to interact with the lane and Weaver, you have some really good wombo combos in web, in red-green, in white-green. I think all of the green-based decks definitely very, very suited to just ramp up all of your hand really fast. Loved me the Fabled Fighter. The ones of Silver Web Summit also came in clutch once, so that was good. Big fan of the Sekao. Signpost uncommon in the red-green go big deck. And other than that, yeah, our rares just carried us home pretty well. Also the 3 Caphons came in really clutch. Just with pumping up the Uharis into infinity. And also with being a really good combat trick in hand. Otherwise a really big beater late game. So a lot of good enabling. We did not have any of the 2-mana creatures that want the 4 CMC or more. But it did not matter. We were way too strong, way too big, way too fast. So I salute you, Uharis. Thank you for splashing, coming by and giving us this trophy draft. So splurge the gems, crack the packs, and go again. Wahaha. So, we are quite far into today's stream. And I think I want to end on a high note. So there will be no zero budget brawl today. But I will be brewing up a lot tomorrow. So what we will be definitely doing is cracking a bit of packs tomorrow. Other than that, I think we had a really, really awesome day today. We'll be, as always, grinding out the rewards, the daily rewards later on off stream. Other than that, still have the energy, but I think we should really end on the trophy. Don't want to end on a sour note. We could grind more Omen Puffs, but I think with the 4,400 gems, we're very set for Avatar. And also tomorrow we can also burn a little bit of gold. Still have a little bit of a cushion for if I wreck another draft. So I think I'll call it today. Still have some other things to do. And I will see you all tomorrow. And don't forget, Saturday is big viewer battle weekend. So if you want to challenge me for some VIP slots on the Twitch channel, Saturday, Sunday is your chance. Especially constructed my weak spot. One of the reasons why I will be grinding a little bit of Women Puffs tomorrow too. But other than that, the channel point redemptions are still open up for grabs. Depending on what you need from me, you can always write me on the Discord channel too. So go downstairs in the description box it is. Just go Discord. We have 100 spots open at any given time. So if you want to connect with the community, that's the best way. Other than that, as you can see, I'm keeping quite diligent track of all of our games. Big shoutouts to Raisasa, always coming by and surprising me with a lot of awesome brews. Other than that, bigger shoutouts to Monomusa, Marathon42, and also Bambit, who gives me always a little bit of a fun time with his old but gold historic decks. So I will be calling it for today. Thank you so much for staying so long with me. I think we have had an awesome stream so far. And I will see you all tomorrow. For every one of my mainstays, I will give you, as always, the option to raid another channel. So let's have a look who we are following. Okay, Ekil is online, doing some drafties. Done with the uni. Looks a little bit like constructed. Other than that, could go and raid G once more. She's doing some Avatar, as does Hammocks. So I think we'll be raiding Hammocks today. So send Graham a lot of love. I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, Raido Starto, channel point redemption, still up for grabs. So if you want to see me burn some wildcards for your awesome funky pet cards that I have to play, definitely let me know. The chat section has all the secrets. And other than that, have an awesome time wherever you are on the planet. See you all soon. And be good, be brave, behave.